She got soup on the brain.
You heard it here first, folks. I have soup on the brain because I don't know how to spell things. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to more Great Ace Attorney. Hello, Bun. Hello, Lozzu. And hello, Mega.
Hello.
The question we should be asking is whether or not soap is soup.
Welcome to the soupiest place on earth.
Because we had this discussion like a couple weeks back.
Soap is basically an ice cube made of soup.
Technically. So would soup be wet?
What?
Are you talking colloquially or scientifically?
Yes.
Physiologically.
Anyways, you all ready to continue?
Yes.
Did you know that soup is dry?
No.
Did you know that soup killed my family?
Well, that's depressing. Hold it! To be clear, by neighbor, you are referring to the defendant, Mr. Natsume?
Oh, indeed, sire. Perchance thou wouldst that I call him the man from upstairs? And at what time did the mustachioed Nipponese visit you in your room?
Mustachioed.
Our meeting was promised for the hour of 9! Of 9! Of 9! And lo did he come to tender gift of fragrant tea!
Oh no, tea.
9 and T mentioned in the same sentence. This is a conspiracy.
Actually, it's not in the same sentence. There's a period after the 9.
The same sentence.
The same box.
Same box.
Same text box.
Well, we're off to a good start. And I didn't even have to do anything.
Details of which are in accordance with the defendant's own testimony, yes.
And we were broiled in such a literary debate as history have not seen before!
By which I presume he means... that discussion about who was the stronger. Romeo or Juliet. Yes, this is...
Did you...
No, that is literally what it says. I literally reread that. Their discussion about who was the stronger.
Did you
Yes.
do the Mary voice for a second there?
Wait, did I?
Did you do the Mary voice?
That discussion about who was the stronger. Romeo or Juliet.
I'm assuming this is Ebe.
Yeah,
Ebe.
but I basically... To give an idea, I basically gave Mary a Peppa Pig voice. And
it was great.
It fit. It was so good.
I, Shakespeare, did play the part of young Romeo, whilst my neighbor played the fair Juliet. Each of us dressed as what our characters be, to bring weight upon our merry experiment.
So he did poison you. Boy, that... I dare not imagine the scene.
Frailty, thy name is woman. Canst thou imagine how dismayed I was? Yes, I heard of the Eastern art of jujitsu, but... ne'er did I dream 'twould be a skill practiced by the comely maiden.
Oh yeah, my voice mod's still broken.
Yeah, 9.
I heard it back. I hated how I had to cover my mouth. It's just so stupid.
Wait, what happened? What?
You know what? Whatever. You know
You
what?
don't have to.
You don't have to.
I want to. I'll just do it normally.
Oh.
Because like there goes like a half of my bits in Ryunosuke's head. Voice mod, fix your thing. It's you. It's not me.
I'm doing the thinking thing now. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, me.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Juliet beats Romeo up? This is not helping our case.
No.
I believe the court has heard enough about your earth-shattering literary debate.
Earth-shattering.
Perhaps you could reiterate your statement about the tea that the accused brought to your room.
I gotta put a thing up, hold on.
My liege, I am thy servant. Gladly I would do thy bidding.
Hold it.
Hold it. You're under arrest.
Wait, what did I do?
You're under arrest.
What did I do?
You're under arrest on account of not being funny enough.
Wait, I am doing my job as a lawyer. My job as a lawyer is not to entertain you.
This
it's
is the
to...
Twitch police. You're not being funny enough. We gotta
What?
get you off the platform.
What do you mean not funny enough? This is
Sir,
my job. I'm
sir,
trying to defend my client.
Sir, put your hands up in the air right now.
What? What?
Sir, we need to put your hands up right now. We're gonna take you in for funny questioning.
Funny questioning. I am trying to defend my client.
Sir, put your hands up in the air right now, or
what
I'll
is even
have
a
to be forced to
twitch?
use lethal action.
Okay, my hands are up. My hands are up.
Okay.
I don't know what a twitch is. Fancies,
hold
what
on.
is a twitch?
Hold on, let me just handcuff you real quick. Hold on.
Why?
Hold on. All right. I need to check your pockets. Do you have any weapons on you, sir? Why do you have soup in your pockets?
Soup? That is a good
Is this
question.
supposed to be funny? Sir, do you think this is funny? Do you think the soup is funny?
I don't even know how that got in my pocket in the first place.
Sir, what are you doing with the soup?
Nothing.
Nothing? You're just carrying around a container of soup in your pocket?
You know what? I guess so. I guess I'm carrying a container of soup. Susanna, Susanna, that's my judicial assistant. Susanna, do you know why I'm carrying a bowl? What is it? A container of soup?
Do you know anything about the soup?
No, I don't.
No?
I really don't. I'm as surprised as you are.
All right, that's it. I'm taking you into custody.
What? What did I do?
I'm taking you both into custody.
Look, how about you just take Susanna into custody and let me do my job?
We need to get the soup off the streets.
What? Fancies, help! Help, please! Normally this would be like, I know you're trying, maybe this is like the best thing for you, everything, but like, you know, like anything.
Van Six was the one that Van Six was the one that ordered this investigation.
What?
He suspected you of smuggling soup from the border.
That is so out of. Oh.
Sir, we'll have to take you into custody.
I don't even. My lord, my lord, you're allowing this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, look, first of all, last time I checked, soup was not illegal in Britain. And two, I don't know how this got in my pocket. Maybe someone put it in my pocket. And three,
Yeah.
why?
Uh-huh.
And now you're arresting me for being unfunny.
Why? Well, first of all, soup was made illegal as of yesterday, all right? We had this big soup crisis. Did you not hear about the incident yesterday? Are you not aware, Mr. Lawyer?
No, I'm not.
So-called lawyer?
No, Susanna,
You know what?
you know about this?
Doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter. You're going into custody. We're going to take you in for questioning.
Okay, look. Can I at least defend my
wanted
client
you to
first?
see rights, and you have the right to an attorney.
I wanted to see how this little farce of yours would play out, but I did not remember making such an order for his arrest.
Thank you.
What? Nobody? You didn't order the soup investigation?
I did not.
No. Did the judge order the soup investigation?
He did not.
Well then, who did the soup investigation?
I don't know. I didn't even know.
Where did this soup come from?
I didn't even know that.
Bailiff, take this man out.
Okay. No! Get hands on the ground! No! Ah! Ah! No, how did you know my gun was fake? No! No!
Well.
No!
What just happened? I don't know. There's a little problem though. We still are in handcuffs. Bailiff, did he carry a key?
Yeah.
Okay, could you unlock the handcuffs?
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. All right, that did not just release some PTSD. No, sorry.
You know what?
Okay.
This was the dumbest bit I've ever done. All right, let's go.
Nah, it was great.
I didn't think you would go on for that long. I was like, how long does she want to take the soup bit?
I'll go as long as you guys want. But no, like really, I got nice stuff to edit here. Anyways.
Yes.
Soup.
Anyway, let me stop you there. Mr. Natsume left your room at 11 o'clock, but it wasn't until after 2 that the poison made you collapse. That amounts to more than 3 hours of missing time. What are you doing?
Oh, have you finished your play?
What?
About the soup and being funny.
What? That was a play? That's what a play was? I never heard of it.
I've never seen a play before.
I have actually never seen a play before, so I really don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, no, that's a lie. I did read up on it, but like my scripts. Well, anyways, if the defendant had really put the poisoning into your tea, that 3-hour window of time is something you're going to have to explain.
Gladly. Just an easy task.
I was passed out, you moron.
I was dead.
What?
Yeah.
I did drink of the tea, not while my guest did, sorry. But after he took leave of me. Faith, 'twas stone cold, but at 1 hour past midnight, verily, when my lips parched.
Objection.
That's stupid.
That doesn't sound normal.
You're not normal.
Nay, 'tis quite ordinary, sire. After all. Thou wouldst recall our fiery debate. Amidst such argument, there'd be no time for fiery tea.
Romeo and Juliet again. And who was stronger?
Mr. Shamspeare, in summary, allow me to confirm. Did you not come here with the intention of naming your attacker? But of course, my liege. 'Twas the stooped lover of words that attempt to shuffle me off this mortal coil.
You all know what that means.
It was me. I did it.
Hold it.
Hold it. That's stupid.
Hold it.
Hold it.
So, you didn't have any kind of evening meal? Dinner? Supper?
Hold it.
Fie on luxury! Fie on gluttony! To eat thrice daily is but a waste of time!
Same.
Sorry?
I would that my belly were full! No more often the sun doth rise!
Well, most heroic eating habits, I must say.
English.
Night and day do I fill my hours with learned study of the great bard and playwright! Hence is it that there doth not be in my chamber be the constants of my nights.
Sato? Yeah? Well, could you translate that in Japanese? Because I don't understand a thing. I would if I understood what he said. Alright.
That would appear to be the case.
Oh, no.
As even a rodent was found starved to death in your room.
Now I think of it, it's not just food that was conspicuously
こんに
missing
ち
from
は
that。room, is
私
it?
たちが IB をプレイするソウリアソラライブストリームへようこそ。素晴らしいビデオゲーム。
Sorry, you said translated in Japanese, so I.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much, mysterious gallery man. I don't recall seeing a single play or script anywhere.
For I have devoured them all!
Wait, what?
You've eaten them?
Every word be within my skull! Didst thou imagine otherwise?
Right. That wasn't misleading at all. Now, could you turn around, do you think?
No.
Which brings us to the conclusion that the only way the poison could have passed the victim's lips is in the tea. Mega, you take this dude while Lodgy's away.
Oh, what did he sound like again?
What'd you say about me, mate?
I was outside his bloke's window, freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room.
Hold it.
Hold it.
But the windows of that house have all been filled in. A historical artifact of the now defunct window tax. I tried.
Yeah, you're right there. All bricked up horribly. But as it happens, there's a little part of the brickwork at the bottom corner that's been opened up. I was looking in through the gap.
Yes, there were a few bricks loose, weren't there? And for some strange reason, a couple of bars of soap lined up on the ledge outside as well.
I don't like going around poking my chin in other people's business, especially on freezing cold nights. But them's me orders, so that's what I'll keep doing, as long as there's breath in me body. Yeah.
What's with all the theatricals today? Why?
Out of interest, Mr. Meter Man, after the accused had left and returned to his own lodgings, did you see the victim leave the room at all?
No! He never left. He was in that room the whole time as far as I'm concerned.
And we can therefore discount the possibility of suicide.
How can you be sure of that?
The police carried out a thorough investigation of the scene and found no receptacle for the poison.
Van Zeeks.
What a big chin.
They didn't notice that the quote-unquote dead body was alive.
Semantics.
Alright.
And since we know the victim didn't leave his room and hence didn't dispose of the poison's container himself, it's clear that this was no attempted suicide. Only the culprit could have removed the receptacle.
Ah, yes. Lucidly explained, Counsel. Thank you.
Really was. Can't argue with that logic, even though I honestly was not paying attention.
I'm pretty sure you can. You can.
Just remember that while Shamster was alive, he was poisoned.
He was dead, but he was not.
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. It was a joke. It was a joke.
It was a joke. It was funny.
It was a prank. It was a prank. What?
You say, a short little round-backed Eastern fella. So you can't be sure it was the defendant then.
Objection!
But
How many other short little round-backed nippities with a mustache do you think there are in London?
about 15.
Oh, you got Gov?
Would you care to point them out?
All right.
Oh.
There's Okay.
Yeah, point him out.
All right.
Yeah, point 'em out.
I mean, I don't know their names to be fair, but
Okay.
I can point them out. Let me see if they're in the gallery. Okay, yeah, there's one up there. There's one up there. See. I don't know who you are, man, but I'm sorry for ratting you out, but yeah, you're there.
That's me mother! That's not a mustache, man. It's me mum.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, but I'm just proving my points of antics right now, so you're another issue. Please don't be another issue. I'm begging you. and that one. Oh, look, there's one outside the courtroom that just passed by. All right, there. I named two. I'm sure that's good enough.
Oh, you mean Jimmy out there?
Semantics.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy.
Who's Jimmy?
You know, Jimmy. Jimmy. Yeah, well, of course. It's only a narrow gap. It was quite dark. So I didn't notice the mustache.
See?
But he showed up around 9. So pretty sure myself.
And when the person you saw arrived, did he and Mr. Shamspear drink tea together? I'm very much on this point. I will not get off until I...
That I couldn't say.
Why not? I must know this fact.
Because I couldn't see the reward well, could I? What I did say was the silhouette of that little round-back fella wearing British. They appear to start some kind of wrestling match. I tell you, I don't know what to make of it.
I suppose that was the Romeo and Juliet championship battle getting underway. What?
Mr. Meterman,
What?
allow me to confirm one final time.
What?
Apart from the accused, can you state with certainty that no one else visited the victim on the night in question?
No question. Guys may as well on there.
Hold it.
Hold it! Wait, no, that's probably, what's his face?
Steve?
Yes.
Oh! Oh, wait. No, hold. I gave him the same. Oh, no. Wait.
Have fun.
Hold on. My lord! Oh, goodness me. Yes, Mr. Foreman? I've kept... Hold on. Hang on.
You can do
Hang
it.
on.
You can do
Hang
it.
on. I may have gotten Meterman and Fairplay's voices mixed up. Hang on.
You got this, Mega. You got this.
Aussie man.
I've kept my mouth shut and listened up to now. Hold on.
Well, I kept my mouth shut and listened up
I've
to
kept
now.
my mouth shut and listened up to now. But this has gone long enough. Are you all with me?
Yes! Are we to understand that you ladies and gentlemen of the jury are in agreement with one another?
That was such a speed run of the words.
Oh, wow. That was sick.
That you've reached a unanimous decision?
No,
Not
you
guilty.
didn't.
Too right we have.
No, you haven't.
Are you all with me?
Yes!
Yeah.
Wait, no. The defense is in the middle of a cross-examination.
To be honest, hold on. I'm trying to find it. To be honest, I was holding a bit of hope for you, young man. No, that's my Gyarados. What am I doing?
You can do it. It's okay. Take it down. It's okay. You got this.
Especially after you've identified those few hours. Oh, now I can't read anymore. Oh no. I'm debating myself. Oh no. Especially after you've identified those few hours that followed the accused leaving the victim's room.
Yes.
Metropillion.
Metropolitan. There we go. Yes, the 3 missing hours, as you put it.
I'm glad I'm not the only one losing my voice.
But in the end, what difference do they make? Not as far as I can see.
And since that's now apparent, there's really no reason to delay our decision any longer.
Like I was saying before, if I don't take 5 Baba with me tonight, the message will blow our top.
What's that? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said. Very well. Let the court be apprised of your decisions. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Yes,
All of you?
Well, it would appear that the jury is indeed unanimous. Yay.
We all know what's coming, though.
So, this time at least, it seems justice will be done. All's well that ends well, as they say.
No, Manzeeks, we both know what's about to happen. You both know. We both know I'm not going to sit here and take this. We both
This calls for a toast, I feel.
No.
To the guilty being punished.
He's a bee.
Mr. Naruhodo, please! The trial isn't over yet. What do you mean, Mr. Sato? Are you kidding me?
Did
Are
you
kidding me?
forget?
Did you have brain damage? Okay, what about the information I found in this encyclopedia of British law I have? Why did it seem like I forgot too? That obscured right that belongs to the defense in these situations. Remember? Please? Like how my
No.
voice is dying?
That you practiced 2 days ago?
Yeah! A summation examination.
Was that yesterday?
That's right. We don't have a jury in Japanese courts after all. Yes.
Of course, yes, after all.
But here in a British court of law,
Huh?
if we can reverse the decisions of the majority of the jurors,
What'd you say?
we can force the trial to continue.
What? Huh? I can't hear you.
This trial can't end now.
What?
Whatever it takes. I just can't let that happen. The defense moves to invoke its right to a summation examination, my lord. We both knew this was happening.
Why am I not surprised at my learned Nipponi's friend's inability to admit defeat? You choose to cling desperately to some archaic rule you barely comprehend instead of accepting the truth.
Well, guess what? It helped me get the truth in the end previous times, right?
No, this is your first time.
No, is it?
Certainly no other defense counsel in recent times has exercised the right to a summation examination.
Because they all know that once the jury's mind is set, it cannot be altered.
Oh, with that attitude.
Nevertheless, the right remains and must be upheld. Bang. Defense counsel's request is granted. This court will proceed with the summation examination as outlined in the Encyclopedia of British Law.
Thank you, my lord.
Are you and your fellows prepared, Mr. Foreman? Believe me, my lord, we all know about these young lads' tenacity. And we're ready for it. Very well. If that's the case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I hereby call upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty of the crime for which he stands accused.
Woo! Do the funny!
Funny.
The jurors' contentions.
Victor may not be well off, but he's a nobleman and straight up. There's no reason to doubt the man. Don't doubt him.
Well, I do declare the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid.
Just look at the accuser by comparison. He's Japanese, stoops all the while, and has a mustache. Very fishy.
Excuse me? What's wrong with being Japanese?
Haha. Haha, racism.
One.
One.
There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman. For now, at least.
I really don't care, like. Or should she just trial that quickly?
3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at all. Where did my kidneys go?
I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced. It would seem that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shakespeare is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen. If you ask me, they've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical movements.
Theatrical.
I can read.
Theatrical.
Theatrical.
Sadly, nothing Mr. Natsume has said appears to have registered at all. Well, here goes. Let's not forget, I pleaded with the jury on Soseki-san's behalf before, and it worked. So you never know. Before we begin, it might be a good idea for me to remind you exactly how a summation examination works, Mr. Naruto. No. Well, you aren't British law after true, but whatever, I suppose. Soseki-san's fate is entirely in my hands now. There's always a chance I might have forgotten some critical detail. Perhaps I should hear Susato-san out. I wonder, should I let her talk to me through it again or not bother? No need. Thank you for the kind offer, Miss Susato. But I've been through plenty of these summation examinations already now. I think it's important that we don't delay the start any longer than necessary.
Thanks, Susato, but I'll wing it.
Of course, I understand. And I'm quite sure you're right. If you're confused by anything at any point, you can turn to me for advice whenever you like.
No.
I'll be here for you.
Key to this is really listening carefully to each juror's statement, finding two that are contradictory, and pitting the corresponding jurors against each other, because fighting is fun.
Fighting is fun. That's a good line. I'll use that one day. Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with the summation examination.
Please don't. Yes, my lord.
All right, it's over.
He's just standing there. He's just like, oh, I don't know, I'm just shrugging. The defense is refuted.
Rebuttal.
Rebuttal. I can't.
Rebuttal. Rebuttal. Bazinga. Haha. Ha ha.
Alright, I'm just gonna.
Thanks,
Well,
fair play.
There are plenty of people in London who seem noble and but poor. Couldn't some of them also be liars?
I've no doubts about that. Like that shaky client of yours, for example.
Absolutely not. Mr. Natsume is no liar.
Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was the Japanese man's tea. When you take the gas man's testimony into account as well, the truth can't be any clearer.
Well, that's alarmingly logical.
From you.
From you, an NPC.
What?
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 But let me be frank here.
Alright.
No, sorry, my name's Bruce, not Frank. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out the bold old Shakespeare... I can't speak today. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay, that's me on a daily basis.
If it turns out the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten lie after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant. And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury would do the same. Is that right?
Hold on.
No. I read that right.
Well, yes, perhaps, though I don't see it happening.
Why not? No, it's me. Oh. What's that? Elderly General Dad here, you know, you'll have to speak up.
Look, I really don't care about all this nonsense. I just need this trial to be over.
You know, sir, this is a man's life on the line, and you're like saying, I don't care.
It's my life on the line.
It's a hard.
Don't you remember my wife?
I mean, well, yes, but let's be real. Is she really gonna kill you?
My wife beats
Yes.
me.
Really? Sir, look, hold on.
She threw a knife at me.
Okay, you know, hold up. I'm sorry, everybody, can we pause for a second? I'm just gonna go to juror number 5. Okay.
My wife's name is Amber Heard.
My lord, permission to approach the juror number 5 bench.
Wait, so say that. I didn't. What was that? Defense.
Permission
I
to
didn't hear
approach.
that.
Permission to approach juror number 5 bench. Just pause for a second. This examination.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Juror number 5. Are you okay? Like, really? Like, do you actually need help?
I'm not gonna be okay if this trial doesn't end fast.
No. Like, listen. Are you sure you're okay? As in, because this doesn't sound like a really good relationship with you and your wife, especially when you feel like every day, if you don't do exactly what she tells you, you might die.
Listen, all I'll say is that they call me Johnny Depp for a reason, all right? I won't say anything. I'm not saying anything else.
So, are you sure? Like, I'll accept, I'll understand if you don't want to say anything, but I just want you to really think, really evaluate, and understand that there's better situations in being in a marriage, I'm sure. Okay? That's all.
Times are tough, okay?
That's all. All right, we're gonna continue. How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury then?
Yes.
All right, sir. I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said.
Oh. Harumph! Harumph!
Hold it! Are you
Hold it.
saying you believe... What? What?
Huh?
Eh? Okay. Are
Huh?
you saying you believe the
Hold
man
it.
to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid?
No, that's not what I said, idiot. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie?
I mean, a lot of things.
And yes, he is rather splendid. Simple metropolitan guy.
Metro Man?
Metro man.
Metro Man.
So you say. Yet again. Like PTSD again.
Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him. Like, seriously, he's just an eyesore. But I'm afraid he's not splendid at all.
Splendid logic there, madam. Thank you so much.
I base
literally-
my accusations on whether someone's splendid or not.
They're innocent because they look very cute. Otherwise, they're just disgusting little filthy rodents and they're liars.
Otherwise, they're sus.
They're sus.
Hold it. No. Not one of those things is a reason to find the man guilty at all.
But he is fishy. There's no point dancing around the fact. He's Japanese. He has a mustache, and he stoops.
Wow.
You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps, like a waltz, in fact. You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial seems like a dance.
You seem
dance
to
you're
be
messing up.
several steps ahead of yourself, though. And you're on the wrong foot. Very much so. No, there's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt.
But the victim's version of events is backed up by what the big chin man next to him says, isn't it? 1, he saw the Japanese man there. 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man there. Oh,
No, he said he didn't know about a person being with a mustache. He didn't know exactly what it was. Dumb.
that's another 3 steps. Oh, this really does seem more like a waltz, doesn't it?
Right.
Killed its
And the prosecution will waltz its way to victory if I let you speak much more. At all.
Cease your existence.
Please. Please. Hold it. A fraudsman? What do you mean by that, madam?
That's not a word.
It really is most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence. We can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued. What? I'm sorry, you've lost me a little there. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Good gracious. Ultimate gas, you say?
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe, but proper handling is essential. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be the first to agree.
Absolutely, Lady Quinn, gotta get me used properly. How's my gas is base as well, quite. Yeah.
I think we may have solved the mystery of how the bow from earlier, Mr. Naruhodo.
Of how the vow.
I'm dying to say how the bow. Of the bow from earlier, because I can hallucinate words.
Bow.
Right.
The how, the bow?
He bowed in deference to his employer's wife, did he? So, would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meterman was watching what Mr. Shamspeare was up to in his room? I'm afraid there's no end to the lengths the population of the East End will go to in order to steal our gas.
Whoa.
So, I really have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudsman. Not to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough in our investigations. So you mean Mr. Shamspeare is... I wouldn't come out and say it in public. But you can finish that sentence with a grubby little gas thief! Who have noticed the public gallery in here, have you?
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song.
We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around until they find it. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in an ultimate gas explosion. Is that a threat? Wait.
I'm going to kill you after this court is over.
I am scared now.
I'm gonna put you in a carriage and light it on fire.
And we'll promote our gas being like, this is how flammable it is. Boom.
Mess around and find out.
Susato. I'm not sure I like it here in London anymore. Me neither, but we gotta keep going. I know. So Mr. Shamsphere has been stealing gas. I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement. My pleasure. Was it a bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed? A little before the part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble. Yes, of course. This could be it. This could shift the balance. The victim puts on a fine performance, but in reality, he's a common thief of my gas company.
My company's gas.
My company's gas,
Yes.
I do not care. Do you understand? I do not care.
I'm like a
I don't
bee.
care.
I don't care.
I really don't care, like.
Arrgh.
You keep talking about needing to take home some money. What's that all about, sir?
Finish last, that's what it's about.
What's that?
I'm talking about the derby at Hyde Park, aren't I? It was the Queen's Cup last week, wasn't it?
Derby?
The Kentucky
It was
Derby.
dead sure, that's the thing. According to Lozzu, I took my wife's secret savings, like. But then that hopeless old man when it did the unthinkable. Oh, that stupid finish last.
Oh dear. I think it's clear what happened, isn't it?
This is the day the messages are savings for a trip down to the pub. So come on, let this business lie now. Just give it up.
No, that's not going to happen. And you're okay? You're not going to say about the... whatever. No, hold it.
What?
What do you mean by that, sir?
Well, I'm not one to boast, but I get up at 5 every morning, I do.
At 5? You're a really early riser then, aren't you?
What's that now?
I said you're an early riser.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I like to while away the hours in the evening reading books as well. But by about 2 in the morning, I'm usually too tired to go on.
He sleeps at 2 in the morning and gets up at 5?
Oh my! That means he only has 3 hours of sleep each night!
Huh? What's that, dear?
Only 3 hours of sleep each night!
That's right. You see, 3 hours of missing time, like I said, it's not much, is it?
This really isn't happening. Alright, I guess.
I'm sleep
Susato,
deprived.
don't talk to me. But wait, are you stuck on that? No, Susato, I know what it is. I literally know what it is. I thought it would be 4 rather than 2. It's my bad. I'm a dummy. I'm gonna go do it. Alright then. I mean, I'm here in case you need any help. No, Susato, I really got it. Like, but I appreciate it. Thank you. But really, all I can do.
You got,
Now if you don't do it, the trial would be over.
You
in
got
years.
what?
Susato, thank you for the pressure. I don't need it.
What?
Arrgh.
Objection!
What?
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
You what, mate? Good gracious.
Whose statements do you refer to, counsel?
John number 1.
What are you yelling about, lad?
I presume you've heard juror number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas.
Well, yes.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, in fact, turns out to be a common thief.
So the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much.
It's true, we don't have evidence as such, just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know.
What?
You heard me. Seeing as his operation has already been compromised, I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee over there.
Whatever you said, whether any gas means water.
Oh, poor Mega, I'm so sorry for you.
It's okay, I got this.
Trial number 1, you say you're a man of your word. Give me my innocence. If I could show that Mr. Shamspeare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
Nah. I don't have to. Yes, I did say that. As a man of honor, I'll hold to it, as I'm sure you are the gentleman of joy will.
Me? Oh, well, yes. Now that we found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying. So if this means you'll recap a few points, that would sue me down to the ground.
Oh no, I'm not having any part of this. I want this trial over and done with.
In that case, I shall change my leaning.
So, Mr. William Shamspeare, that is your
That
real
is your
name.
real name.
We of the jury demand to know exactly what kind of man you really are.
Hey, look at that! It's like
Who
I
calls
did the
himself
thing
Shakespeare? I
again.
mean, honestly.
That's 4 jurors. A 4 for not guilty.
Yes, Miss Naruhodo. Victory!
No, 4 as in the number.
Yeah, 4.
Order! Order! Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense's summation examination, the jury's leaning has changed. How did that happen?
I
Only
don't know.
2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord and order the trial to continue.
Told you, Van Zeeks, told you. Oh, okay, look, you actually don't have to be mad. I'm sorry, dude.
You have spoiled the bouquet, Mr. Shamspeare.
Oh, he's actually not mad at me. That's good. Okay, great.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, now I made myself laugh. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim. But you gods will give us some force to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gasman speaketh that which concerns him most, not but gas, not but thin air. Aye, it burneth the bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul.
Oi, what you say, mate?
I take it, Mr. Shamspeare, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Most heartily, my lord. Hast thou forgot? I am as a seraph, an angel, noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart.
You flower mouth pompous big poke just because I haven't got the evidence yet.
Mr. Shamspeare, if, in fact, you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule in this case. For some reason.
I thought we were literally like on the jury.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
Okay.
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas in this case are unrelated.
Juror number 4. Yes. Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right, we do. Don't we, Booker?
Absolutely, Lord, Lady Queen Bee, gas me's order. Very well, then. We will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare, has been stealing gas. Yes, my lord. It'll be my pleasure.
If I may, my lord.
Go ahead, madam.
This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you wouldn't mind.
Uh-oh.
Wahoo! Oh, yes, swear on it. Yeah. Very well. As an exception, I shall honor your request.
Thank you, my lord.
You wait till the boss gives you a earful. Oh, it's gonna steal my words. So you both testify before the court on the subject of the illegal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel.
He's been eating the gas. That's what he's doing. That idiot.
Man, I can't believe he's like, I'm gonna just drink the gas.
Yum.
Yes. Is that clear, my good man?
Clear's Altamont Gas, me lady. Which is the clearest in the world.
That's like the 5th time you bowed. Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Mr. Salter?
Yes.
I think the man's just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruhodo. Like how I'm a
Like
dedicated
you.
judicial assistant to you. No, stop. Shut up.
No,
Okay.
don't.
The Ultimate Gas Company's investigation.
I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Altamont gas meters accept 30 bits, each coin giving customers about 2,000 gorgeous gas.
And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it.
Oh, he actually did do the method.
The meter doesn't appear... Oh, okay. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though. And the collection agent has the only key.
Somehow, he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. That's not thieving, what he is.
Throw a penny as in 3 pennies.
For pennies.
3 pennies.
Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice.
What do you mean by that remark, Lord Van Zeeks?
Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court, and yet now we must listen to this abhorrence. Clearly what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance.
Whoa.
But this could turn out to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead.
Ow!
Do what you will.
North Van Zeeks appears to be in a violent mood.
He does. An attempted poisoning. and an incidence of gas theft with no supporting evidence. It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance. I wonder, truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places. And the first step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is.
He's a sham. Spear.
Exactly.
Hold it! So does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters?
That I do. Oh, I have to try to catch people when they're in. I ask permission to come inside and do my business.
Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before, as well as that of Mr. Shamspear?
Well, now, interesting you should bring that up, because I won't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winter is beyond me. It really is.
Knowing Mr. Natsume, he probably spends all his gas money on books.
And then when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth.
You'll kindly reiterate your statements about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Meterman.
What, not much say really, what, as you wish? Ultimate gas pace, except thripping them bits, it's quite giving customers about 2 hours.
Hold it! So all
What?
London houses that have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, are they? They're the latest model. The height of technology developed by our own company, Ultimate Gas. I am giving this character like 5 different voices.
I've been doing that with the judge.
Alright, I'm picking one.
Peppa Pig.
And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property, yes?
Susato, why are you on the stand?
Susato, why are you British? Susato, why do you have a
get
gas
back
company?
here. It's very rude to impersonate someone.
Susato, why do you own a gas company?
I'm sorry, I thought it would be very cool to do that.
No, Susato, it's just weird. Don't do that anymore.
Oh.
Susato, why do you own a soup company?
What? I don't own a soup company.
Susato, let's not go in those kind of worms again, please.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
So anyways,
So says,
if a 3-pence coin gives 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night.
well, a bit more than that usually if I won't have gas loss in the gas stove, ladies.
Thinking about it, so Seki-san doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he? Think,
Peppa Pig, but evil.
Peppa Pig but evil?
Yeah.
What does that sound?
I don't know, figure it out.
Some people... Oh, so this is Peppa Pig voice. So I just go deeper with that. Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating.
There you go.
Ah, yes, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually.
And how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company?
Every 4 days, gas me like me official properties on the gas supply and every meter coin.
I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues, for the most part.
Ah, because they have to pay in advance, you mean?
Yes, exactly right.
Man, I'm like merging the 3 voices. Help me, hold it. Out of interest, how long has this been going on?
Weeks! He's been pissing gas all over for ages.
And you've been examined the meter in Mr. Shamspear's room, I take it?
Oh, Greed, what are you doing here?
I can't voice anymore.
Just generally try to keep a lower register.
Naturally, we took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. The Sham-Spear Special. That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3-penny pieces. But even after that, the rascal's meter was still empty.
Rascal. I would have for the humiliation. When I opened up the money box without a buyer, you what? I say, you what?
The eyes. I don't like the eyes.
He's
Look,
got
the
ender eyes. He's got ender eyes.
It's like you just slowly zoom in on those eyes, and then slowly your soul just comes out of your body.
You what, mate? And look on his face, that smarmy smile is. I pulled the meter shrine off the wall and took it back to the office. But you know what? Nothing. Not a trace of that Benjamin woman anywhere. Not a single swine.
Why are you choking yourself?
This is how I vent my frustrations.
Oh, okay. Understandable.
It's what's happening to my salary as a result. Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what.
A life-threatening situation. In a number of ways. Sure. Incidentally, what became of that meter?
Nothing became of it. I've still got it.
Oh?
Right here.
No wonder they call you the meter man.
I think it would be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing.
The gas meter has been entered into the court record. Definitely. Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it.
Let's move this along, shall we? Continue your testimony.
No, not yet, Van Zeeks.
Not gonna lie, that Meterman voice destroys my voice.
Do you? I mean, you could change it if you want. If it really hurts.
No.
No?
I'm already too late. It's already too late.
Okay, I mean,
I'm
okay.
already knee deep in the red
No,
glue.
please, Mega. Your voice is. Yeah.
My voice is yeah?
Voice is yeah.
Yeah. I do have a voice, yes.
Yes, and we want to keep it that way. Exactly. That's a very sturdy-looking padlock, isn't it? And the money box is sealed with beeswax, too. So if Mr. Holmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately. Mr. Naruhodo, mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Holmes would... No, you didn't... Susato, you gonna finish that?
She meant to trail that off.
Yeah, I kind of... Susato, hello? Mr. Holmes would never... No. Never. You know you didn't finish that sentence, didn't you? Well, anyway, it's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs. But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it? Oh, look. Oh, what's... Have you spotted something, Miss Naruhodo? Just here. There's a little hole, you see? Goodness, you're right! I wouldn't have noticed! It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I say. So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Sham-Spear? Possibly. It seems the people at Ultrawave Gas must have missed it. Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through the inside. Yes. There's no way a coin could fit through here. That's true. But even so, it seems more than a little suspicious. Details of it. Updated in the court record.
That's where it was vaxxed.
I'm an idiot. What's that?
Vaccine shots.
Oh,
That's where this thing got its vaccine shot.
Got it. That's it. Okay, got it. So now it will not be sick.
Though I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter.
Hey.
Oh.
I think I can present that.
Objection. You're wrong.
Objection, that's stupid.
Objection. You're stupid and I hate you.
Objection!
Oh, okay.
Lady Ultimate, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with. What?
Get away! I've been over and over that thing. I will eat you.
I don't like those eyes. I just don't.
I will consume you,
Please.
for I am the meter man.
No, please.
I am the meter man, and I will not give you an inch.
Mercy, meter man, mercy. I'm so sorry, mercy.
No.
Mercy, please.
No.
And that's the bit.
I'll tell you so why with it.
In that case, what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made at the bottom of the base of the coin box?
What? What?
You're right. You're quite right. That is Susato. Okay, that's it. I know what I'm. All right, Giselle,
I
you're
said
coming
lower
back.
register.
Lower.
Oh, you're talking to me about that. I thought you were talking to me.
Yes.
Must
Oh,
go lower.
my bad. I'm sorry. I'm a
You
dumb.
must go lower.
You're right. You're quite right. There's a little hole here. The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do. In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspeare secretly opened up this hole himself. Yes. Yes, I wouldn't be at all surprised. But why?
Well, yeah, what? I mean, he's tried it. You could get fired through that.
Lady Ultimate, I wonder if you could give the court some more details about your meter design.
No.
What sort of details? Well, what I'd like to specifically know is how
Sure.
does the meter tell the difference between different coins? What do you mean? Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work presumably, would it?
Don't give away
No,
our secrets.
Of course not. So, well, how does the meter know that the coin it's been fed is through a penny bit?
Threepenny.
Penny. Thank you, Mr. Shamspeare. I missed it. I lost her voice.
You got to go deeper.
Okay, that's Peppa Pig, and then we go deeper down there.
Deeper.
Got it. Okay, got it. Oh, I
Got
see
it.
where you're getting that now. The meter tells coins apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness. A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit. Ah, I see. It's clearly been very well thought out.
The witnesses will lament her final.
Fleh!
The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent. I almost said final testimony. This is your last testimony.
This is your last testimony ever.
Last
Otherwise,
testimony. Otherwise, shh.
As you wish, my lord. Oh my gosh, why is her voice so hard for some reason?
Dude, that makes the two of us.
I think what it is like, cause like both of our characters, they have similar voices. That's what makes it hard.
Now, let me. Actually,
Hey,
never mind. Just press
What's
her.
All right.
Oh.
Hold it.
Hold it. What do you mean coins?
But
What's a coin?
But conversely, then, it would seem that anything matching a 3-pence coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally well be used. Would that be true? Well, yes, in a way.
Deeper.
The way The weight comes into it to a certain extent as well.
With all that dough, hey, wait, if I found fake coins inside the box, we'll have a meter. The contract says the customer has to pay 100 times the amount they diddled as a fine. We live for always like that is gasman. Live for him.
It would seem the gas company has thoughts of everything.
Hurrah for gas, hurrah for cash. On my way.
That's quite enough of that. That was Ryunosuke! Reminds me, how big are Thruppeny bits? Okay, Peppa Pig, there we go. Okay. About 3/4 of an inch across. What do you think, Miss Naruhodo? Is this 2 centimeters measurement significant? Or perhaps there's some other aspect of the meter's construction that we should be focusing on? Yes, you might be right. Perhaps I should try a different tack here. Like asking about whether the meter can be dismantled, for example.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Okay, so this particular contradiction, you need to look through the court record. I'll just say that.
Yeah, 9. Soap. He used the soap. That clever guy.
I did not read it, it's fine.
You don't need to read it. It's coin-shaped, obviously.
I suggest you examine that.
Don't. You can wing it.
I could just wing
9.
it. Oh. Look at this bar of soap. There's a circular depression on this side, about 2 centimeters across.
My depression is circular.
3/4 of an inch. Ah, do you think? We did find this soap at the scene, didn't we? Yes. Yes, there were 2 bars on that ledge just outside the window. So we took this one. But I'm sure that when we first found it, there was some sort of reddish medallion in the middle there. I remember it clearly. Yes, but there's no sign of it now. Where could it have gone? It's been updated.
9.
What's up?
Soap coin.
Soap coin. Soup coin.
Soup coin.
Soup coin.
Soup coin.
9 coin.
Soup coin.
Objection.
9 coin.
9 coin.
9.
Let me just confirm something here. If the diameter and thickness were to be correct, the meter would accept any object as if it were thruppeny. Okay. A thruppeny bit. Is that correct?
No.
Yes, that is correct. Well, by something of coincidence, while we were investigating Mr. Shamspeare's room, we found a particular item that matches the dimensions perfectly. Something of the same size as the thruppeny bit? What was it? The item in question is this.
What? Have you been handling gas? That's a blind swamp.
It certainly looks nothing like a thruppeny bit, I must say. It looks like I'm going to have to point out exactly what I mean here. Alright then.
Hey, look at this funny part.
Yo, look, what's so important about the soap is right here, you dum-dums. Slap. You have to turn over the soup.
Turn over the soup. So you do have soup.
Soap. I didn't say soup. You guys filled in my mouth with words that never existed. Soap. To see what I mean.
You know, McGilded likes soup.
We're at the timeline where he's still with PTSD McGilded.
He loved soup.
Oh, please, no. No more. Are you referring to that round depression in the middle of the soap there? That's right. A depression that's approximately 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Or in other words, almost exactly the same size as a thrumpany bit.
Get away!
Thrump, not thrump.
Does anyone
Thrumpany.
here present? Does anyone here present have in their possession a thrumpany bit? Quickly, now, hand over your coins. Give me your money, ladies and gentlemen. Give me your money.
This is a robbery.
This is a robbery.
It sounds rather like a highway robbery, doesn't it?
Give me your money.
Give me your money, everybody.
Give me your money right now. Thanks to a kind member of the public in the gallery, I have here a thruppeny bit.
I can imagine that like everybody empty your pockets and then like everybody just throws their coins at the court floor.
Haha, you just got pranked. Now to see if it fits. It doesn't fit. My word! It could be more snug.
Yes, as I suspected. This, without a doubt, is a vital clue to explain how the Ultimate Gas Company is being defrauded. Well, I don't believe it!
Well now.
Huh. So, your assertion amounts to what? That some inferior bar of soap has a tentative connection to the theft of gas?
Yeah.
Yes! Absolutely, Van
Yeah.
Zeeks. This is where
Absolutely.
my life is now gone to, and this is the bed. I made this bed and I'm sleeping in it.
Sleeping.
The depression in the soap was clearly made by a thrumpany bit.
No, the depression in the soap was caused by society's high expectations of it. I must concur, at least, that pushing a coin with some force into a poor quality bar of soap such as this.
Personally,
Genius! I should try that tomorrow.
you know, that one demon, you're in my head, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's a remarkably simple way of replicating the coin's shape.
And then you could use, well, some melted wax or something to pour in the morning. You could make fake coins in no time.
Uh-huh.
This brings all the pieces of the puzzle together. It's the method Mr. Shamspeare has been using to steal the gas. That's the missing link. And now, if I follow the chain of thought, it's going to bring me to a new explanation for what happened that nobody's considered yet.
He ate the soap.
He ate the soap to get rid of the evidence.
Bro.
But this is all nonsense. If the man had been making fake coins, my worker would have found them when he emptied the meter.
Quite true, Lady Ultimate. The absence of some black magic that could make them disappear.
I see. That's what we're dealing with, is it? There is one form of black magic that could cause the fake coins to disappear into thin air, yes.
Van Zeeks, I swear, if you're going to say something along the lines of Nipponese black magic, I swear, don't. I did not even do this. I didn't even know this man until today. Please. Please. But otherwise, if we're on the same line of thought, exactly. And the meter here gives it away.
What on earth?
There are remnants of the magical method used visible on the gas meter taken from the victim's room.
If that is your assertion, counsel, the defense will identify these remnants for the court at once. The green. The hole. The green. The hole. Don't. Yes, no.
You're confusing her, mate.
Don't do it. Don't. Wait, Nine, wait, Nine. Hold it upside down. Hold it upside down.
Oh
no.
Upside down.
That's the vaguest thing you can get.
No, turn it around. Is a jetpack.
Ah!
Is that another inside joke?
Jetpack.
Got it. The answer is right here. Clearly, this is highly suspicious.
I told you not to.
You did it! You saved it! Did save!
You hit save.
No, I know. No, I know. I didn't save before it. I thought I could, but I couldn't. I have to take this blow. I have to take this blow. I have to take it. I have to take. I hope I'm like not peaking. I just like look at my meter. It's like I'm just always at the red.
Peeking.
Anyways, go up, go.
A rather vague answer, wouldn't you say, Council? It's pretty sus.
What is highly sus, I would posit, is my learned Nipponese friend's panic-stricken expression. And the episode of pure screaming just moments before. I don't claim to know what much of the backwater from whence you hail. But I hear that the Nipponese more wants to cut open their stomachs when they recognize their feelings. Please,
Do that.
don't hold back on our account.
I'm an idiot.
Did he really just low-tier god him? I assume the Japanese, like the British, have but one stomach. Might I suggest no more failures, Council? 9.
That's funny.
9. Consider your response carefully before trying again.
I'm sorry. I will.
Or I will
I forgot
kill
to say.
you.
Okay. Well, it's alright.
9. 9. 9. Not that one. I fooled her.
What is it?
What?
One week, remnants of the method used to make the fake coins.
Disappear.
Oh my gosh!
Disappear!
I thought it was like remnants of the soap. Got it. We found
Disappear.
this bar of soap at the scene of the crime just outside the victim's window.
Oh, SWAT.
Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot!
9.
Yes, outside where you yourself, Mr. Meter Man, were loitering in the freezing winter air.
Loitering.
That's where we found this soap, dude.
Ah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm glad you get it. I'm glad we're on the same page. That's right, the answer, of course, is ice!
Did you... Did you say ice?
Yes, my lord, I said ice. Mr. Shanspeare has been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid the next morning.
Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades. As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's coin box melts.
Box coin.
Turning back into water and draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That is how, without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas.
He's still a victim.
Just like that. So simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots?
He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and water. That's right, Mum. I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless? I'm barely sure I didn't design it. Evidence. Sorry? I want evidence! If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof. What?
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 She's
Ma'am!
salty.
Ma'am, we just literally proved your point right. He's a thief. He stole your gas. We proved how he did it. And now
We're
you're like,
literally on-
evidence.
Mate, we're on the same team. What are you doing?
Madam, you're not on trial. He is. Well, okay, no, technically my defendant is.
Ma'am.
But now he can be on trial. Oh my God.
Mr. Naruto, are you okay? No, Susato, I'm not. When was I ever okay?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, you and Mr. Holmes were like having a good You only saw like 5 minutes before and then everything went wrong. What do you mean everything went wrong? He literally just gave me his, what was it? What was the dumb instrument? I don't even know.
He put his fist up and he went gaboosh and punched me in the face. Like, what the heck?
He showed me his viola or whatever. He showed me in his face, said this is real wood. I'm like, okay, cool, great. He's like, do you want to hear it? I say, sure, I guess, fine. And then he slammed me with the viola, like, saying it's music. Anyway, she's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she? You're gonna dismiss what I say? Yes, I'm very much so. Okay, fine. Whatever. Very well, Lady Ultimate. If you'd like evidence, I'll provide it. Is someone playing guitar?
What?
Either it's guitar or Mega's messing with springs on a mic arm. Like that.
Wow, you can hear that? Oh, okay.
We can hear your chair creaking. Oh,
yeah, well, my
jeez.
chair's loud, okay? I got a loud
You
chair.
got a loud chair. Okay, understandable.
And I guess loud springs. I didn't realize the mic picked that up.
Anyways. What? Mr. Naruto, are you saying you do actually have evidence to support this theory?
Well, if you're gonna force my hand, well, I
mean,
guess I'm
well,
just gonna have to
yeah.
ruin your company.
I did notice a trace of something that bothered me a little at the time. And I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with now could explain it.
The green.
The piece of
The
evidence
green.
that substantiates the theory that how Mr. Shamspeare has been stealing gas is... Gonna save. Because I can. I'm kind of like a god of time here. It's here. Great. Take that. This is a photograph of the scene at the point when the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Gregson. Look at this photograph, please. It clearly
Look
shows
at
the remnants
this
of the crime carried out by Mr. Shamspeare. Okay, you can sit.
Look at this photograph.
Copyright.
Look at this copyright.
What remnants?
You know, I can imagine if I like that there's a person about to sing that song and Van Zeke's like, copyright.
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 DMCA. I'll see you in court.
I hope you wrote your last wills.
I hope last will.
Have you? Oh my god.
Have you? Have I? Have I?
Here. You can see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shamspeare's room. Now, look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter, okay? Right there.
Pizza?
Right
Did you say pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
Pizza?
Just
Pizza?
look closely at the pizza directly underneath the crust. Alright? Right there. Right there. What? What is that? Some kind of grubbly stain.
Grubbly.
Grubbly! Yes!
Almost certainly. It's a water stain resulting from the liquid that drained out of the hole made in the meter. Ah! If one coin gives around 2 hours of gas usage and the occupant was heating his room in all his waking hours, we can imagine that he would have used around 10 of his fake coins each day. The melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly, leaving a stain on the floor. There we go. I said English. I'm so happy.
English.
Yeah. This is awful. And there's further evidence too. Oh, okay. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Shamspeare slumped over his table, apparently having consumed
Streisand.
Strychnine.
strychnine.
Streisand effect.
And right there next to him is a bar of soap broken in half. You're right.
And it appeared to me then, Counsel, that the man was eating the soap, was he?
Why would he eat the soap?
Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but
How dare you?
certainly not.
Didn't beat around the bush there, did he? I'm happy about that. In truth, Mr. Shamspeare was found with a fork in his hand.
A meal of soap is increasingly like...
You may say he's using that fork to.
Yes. To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap. But the bar broke in half. That is not Sir Salter's voice. There we go. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Good gracious!
Look at those bees.
Lord Van Zeeks!
I was throwing my hand up in despair.
Really?
I happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way. Pray, forgive my maladroit mistake.
Really? I know. There's something more to.
What is the meaning of this, Counsel?
Allow me to pose my learned friend a question.
And I can I know what he's gonna ask. I can imagine him like going out of this like the stand.
Here's a
walk
question.
slowly to the defense.
You're guilty.
Looks him dead in the eye as he asks the following.
What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination?
Everything, Van Zeeks.
He's sus.
Everything. I'm
He's
sorry.
sus.
Please don't kill me. I'm sorry, man. I can explain.
I'll think about it.
Well, okay. Maybe I don't. Maybe I can't.
That Mr. William Shamspeare is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable.
That's it. Yes, that's exactly it. Yes.
Very well. Let's assume the man is a liar. Now, allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make?
It means he might...
Well.
The man's not guilty.
We know that suicide can be discounted. Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison.
But soap.
And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. The young gas man's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that. Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. Even if William Shamspeare is a liar you claim him to be, these facts have been objectively established. There's no escaping it.
No, I think I'm gonna escape.
But
Run, escape.
wait. No. Wait. But he's saying it's Natsume. But it could not be Natsume.
Can't be Natsume, plus he's a liar, plus ratio, plus L.
there's no other possible suspect.
How about himself?
Well,
Framing
I
him.
guess
It's
I
not
guess that
suicide.
means
Because here's the thing.
I
It's
guess
not
that means we gotta
suicide.
frame him.
It's not suicide. He's still alive. He just did it, like just something, oh my gosh, consumed some substance that he knows won't kill him, just pass him out.
maybe it was suicide, but he just gave himself not enough.
And for this, whole like vessel thing, like this quote unquote poison, I mean, if you think about getting medicine, you don't take a whole bottle with you. You can just take out the one tablet and then go with just that singular tablet and eat it in the room, and thus you don't have like the actual container. Bam, two out of your 3 theories are done. Oh, by the way, and it doesn't have to be Miss Natsume, it was just him.
Plus L, plus
I mean,
ratio.
who else other than the victim also said that Natsume was the one that did it? Balls in your court, Van Zeeks.
Are you ready to slam dunk in the court of law?
Van Zeeks, like he does an instructional video. Now everybody in the gallery, repeat after. This is gonna be a nice, great tool that throws up any logic whatsoever. Because I said so.
Because I said so.
But I know I'm just way ahead of the game.
Because I said so.
Oh, there goes my logic and reasoning.
Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution called for immediate adjudication.
Because of these
What?
facts that I said so. Immediate adjudication.
I need to go take a summer break now.
I want to sleep. You. What?
You what, mate?
Order, order.
Well, counsel, how does the defense respond?
Mr. Naruhodo!
He's dead.
What was the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere? Or did it make no difference at all, like Lord Van Zeeks is saying? I just wait and see.
No, objection. 9.
What's up?
9.
What's up?
Objection.
Okay.
No, this isn't over. The defense will not rest.
What?
But counsel, you've successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shakespeare to consume gas. What more is there to discuss?
Lord Van Zeeks just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court to believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all.
What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend?
Okay, don't. Okay, look, I know you're.
First of all, we're not friends. Second of all, screw you. And third of all, you stink.
Okay, voice in my head, please shush. I don't want to die. Look, I know you want me guilty and dead. I actually don't want that. No. At least one of those so-called facts is an assumption made due to lack of evidence. Got you! But the situation has changed now, following the cross-examination of the latest witnesses to take the stand.
Don't be absurd! What is this nonsense?
Facts. Yes, when you bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. There's a question that we need now to reconsider. Namely,
Who are you? Why am I here?
I think I know this. Was there actually poison in... Wait, no. Wait.
Wait. Hold it. Save again.
Victim's medical report. Okay, there was legit poison in him.
No.
Yeah, there was legit poison in him. So it's
It's
there
not.
was.
It's not legit. It's not legit. Fake,
Hello,
fake,
Lozzu.
fake,
Shared games are now available to play. Thank you.
fake. Pause.
There wasn't another visitor because the gas man can say there was no one else. Even though poison in the tea. I guess the question is it would be in the tea because the teacups were, sparkly clean. So wait, the one with the green line around the rim. Okay, so wait, so this is not Natsume's, which is sparkly clean, and this one is whatever.
Shakespeare's.
Shakespeare's. Okay, so wait, this ingestion of a small, cause a coma, ingestion of a small quantity. Okay, no, okay, it has to be. Was someone else responsible? It has to be that.
Yeah.
What if it was somebody else entirely who poisoned the victim?
If that's your assertion, by all means, tell us who it was.
Gas man.
Yes. Well, what do you think, kids? Who do you think poisoned?
You want my?
Poisoned Shakespeare?
You want my?
Just leave your comments below on who you all think poisoned Shakespeare. Please let me know. It would help me out. Oh, look, that I heard one comment right now.
Yes. I'm receiving a call from our jury. What does it say? I hate you. There you have it.
well, all right, that does not help, but okay.
Well, who was this mysterious third-party counsel?
I think it's a little too soon to be naming names, my lord.
On the contrary.
Well, on the
what are you
contrary,
doing?
on the contrary, I guess was there poison in the tea?
There was poison, but they couldn't get a sample from the tea.
Oh. We've all been led to believe that the strychnine poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspear was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. But that's conjecture at best.
Objection! The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of the poison.
Now it's my turn to approach your now it's my turn to approach your bench, Van Zeeks. Objection! As I said, the situation has changed. Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. And a particular piece of evidence proves it.
Objection! A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigate the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed?
The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Farewell, counsel. Present your proof or die. What evidence from the crime scene can tell us about the nature of the defendant's tea? Nine, you're saving.
I'm saving.
Why are
I
you
am
saving?
paranoid. I'm paranoid.
Why are you saving?
Because I don't really know. I mean, I have a guess because all we got is the rim, but that's from him. Wait, did I have to inspect that? This must be the cup that Mr. Shamspear was drinking from then. It's stained on the inside.
Tea does that, I'm afraid. Even green tea.
Oh, really? I've never noticed before.
You've never noticed?
Well, I never leave it in the cup long enough to leave a mark. I like to gulp it down. Drink tea while it's hot. That's the Japanese way, isn't it?
That's the everywhere way.
So many people seem to have the wrong idea about our culture. And most of them are Japanese.
Yeah, the stain might exist, but they can't get any samples from it.
Oh. Wait, is it this? That a teapot in the background?
That's a generic kettle.
Tell us about the nature of the defendant.
It's a percolator. It's the mayonnaise receipt. It's the receipt from mayonnaise. That's the
I'm
clue.
a lawyer. I'm gonna guess. Take that.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
Well,
Bro, what is this?
nothing. Nothing. It reveals nothing. It's a funny joke, my lord, that I'm not gonna have any consequences whatsoever.
Me boy.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint.
The
You
soap.
only took one of them.
She's soft locked.
No, it's the... Wait, really? Take that. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Good.
Oh, it wasn't soap. It's just this frozen
gracious.
tea. It's
Wait,
just
what?
frozen tea.
Wait, what
I
was
get
frozen
it.
tea?
I get it.
The coins?
No.
The fake coins?
This isn't soap. This is green tea.
What?
This is frozen green tea.
Solia.
How's that
That's
frozen?
He made the coins out of tea, but that's the soap. That's used as a mold.
Wait, did you
This
think
is
he
green
made?
tea.
You think he made the
That's-
soap out of tea?
Yeah, freeze the tea.
No, no,
Yeah, freeze
No.
the tea.
no,
Why?
no.
Why?
We
Well,
just
first
went
of all-
through all of this.
Nine. How?
I'm very sure they would have
Nine,
realized
nine,
that this was a
nine,
block of
nine,
frozen tea.
Nine. How's it not thawed yet? How's it not thawed yet? There's like 2 fires right there.
It's frozen green tea.
It's not.
Okay. Here's a detail you missed. When you first picked up the soap from the crime scene, there was a little dot of red liquid. You didn't even know it was liquid at the time, but there's a red dot in it. Now that it's a day later, and you're in this hot courtroom, it's melted off. It's no longer there. That was supposed to clue you into the whole making frozen coins.
So it's literally a frozen. Wait, yeah, technically it is frozen green tea. It was a coin.
9. The
It was
soap
not
is
green
tea.
tea. It was Earl
9.
Grey. It was black tea. Black tea.
Earl
Why would
Black.
Natsume? Natsume?
He's dead right now. I'm sorry.
Natsume? I know you're in the courtroom. Natsume? What tea did you give Shamspear?
I was trying to be British, okay? Black tea.
Cheese.
I thought you were Japanese, Soseki-san. I thought you were Japanese. It's only green tea! It's green tea!
Well, when in Rome.
Mr. Naruto, I mean, honestly, black
When in
tea is
Rome.
Susato-san, what? Okay, Naruto-san, all you have? You didn't have your green tea this morning. I know you didn't. We rushed here. Just calm down. Let's just continue, okay? Okay. This is not over. Of course it's not over. Yeah, sure. Just keep going. Fine.
The soap again? The same bar the victim used to fashion these coins of ice?
Yes, that's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday. It's more bars of soap! Soap? What are bars of soap doing lined up on that ledge outside the window? I'm quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar.
So you discovered the Gas East coin factory. Fascinating.
Pretty cool, right? In a way, yes. But there's more. The coins we found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice.
There was something strange about them, you mean?
Exactly. Something very obviously strange.
Obviously.
They were red.
The ice was red. No, you mean...
That's right. It's obvious to me now. The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea.
What?
I would remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in this trial.
Haha.
Yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shakespeare's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I brought bottled water especially to make it. And this is the result! Never will I touch tea again! Never!
Ah, yes. I believe there had been a snowfall that day. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing.
So on the night in question, Mr. Shamspeare, having no running water to use, was forced to use the tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins.
I don't believe it. That didn't happen.
But, my lord,
That didn't
please.
happen.
My lord, please. My lord. There were 2 bars of soap on the window ledge where my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene. That's right, and we only borrowed one of them. Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime, frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamspeare's window.
Extraordinary.
Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that if even one drop of the tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been mere conjecture. By finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contains styrokine at all.
Strychnine!
Strychnine.
Steronine?
Smug Nipponese!
Hello. My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once, and the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it. Determine
Ignalis.
whether or not it contains any poison. I did it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, bailiff! Bailiff! Instruct the police to attend the scene at once.
Yes, my lord, understood!
I'm pointing at you, Van Zeeks.
I point at you. It would seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being.
Wait, we actually have a day
trust-
2?
Yes.
Day 2.
Welcome to DGS.
Wow, we
2.
actually have days.
I trust you have no objection, Lord Van Zeeks. My voice is all over the place, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright, mine too.
None, my lord.
Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow. Prosecution and defense may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim.
Yes, my lord. Well, we managed to scrape through there somehow.
Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned until tomorrow.
At least the judge is nice to the councils. He thanks them.
No.
Oh. To be continued. Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay. Idiotic.
Yay! So, do we continue?
Yes.
Okay.
Next time on Game Grumps.
Next time. 22nd February, 1:11 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy.
Consultancy.
Wow,
Sold.
help.
Help.
We made it back in one piece. Peace! Just! To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while.
Oh, I know. What a lot of close shaves. There are so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened it several times.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I mean, I felt a lot of rage from others.
Yes, I know. It was a marvelous defense, Naruhodo-san. It really was. I was in awe of you.
Oh, thank you, I guess.
And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's see if we Let's see if we can't find some new clues for the court tomorrow.
Yes, let's do that.
Is everything all right?
I suppose. I still can't quite believe it is all, that's all. But I'm here in England, working as a lawyer, I mean. In the Old Bailey, no less. The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. It should be Kazuma.
It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him.
Yes. I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him.
You're doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san.
You know,
Ah.
I kind of want to say this. We're talking about Kazuma-sama a lot. Like,
Yo, I can't believe he comes back in this game. Let's go. He survived death.
he survived being pushed in the most stupidest way possible to die.
Just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. And they just stage it, be like, yo, guys, wouldn't it be so funny if we just pranked Naruhodo-san? Let's just stage my death.
Fake my death.
I've no doubt that Cosmo-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us. Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you. I think we all want to know. Perhaps we should put this spade away somewhere.
That's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel.
No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose materials. It's a shovel.
Well, doesn't really matter, does it?
You're so right, Naruhodo-san. We mustn't quarrel over such trifles.
On
I
reflection,
still
then,
hate you.
I think I'll leave the spade where it is.
Yes, I think that's for the best. We may need a shovel when we're working in the garden.
Do we need to talk to Susato or no? We could just go.
You can go if you want.
You know, just for Cosmo's wish, that's all. Cosmo Soki, the best friend I ever had, and a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan.
Bacon. Haha, it's me.
I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court. And then after the trial, the crazy idea he came up with. As a stowaway?
Yes. You can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough. I'm sure. No one will know.
Haha,
Kazuma,
it's me, Kazuma.
won't you tell me why? Why go to these lengths so that I can accompany you to Great Britain?
Because I thought it would be funny.
Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. But you really ought to go to law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it.
But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, I can't force you, obviously. You have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world. The city at the forefront of everything. It can't hurt for you to see with your own eyes.
No, that's true.
I suppose so. If you were to become a lawyer, then one day...
One day what?
Oh, no. Never mind.
Huh? Naruhodo-san? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Cosmo.
Yes, he's forever in my thoughts, too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yes,
Swanee.
that's right. But
To Scarlet study.
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lie elsewhere sometimes. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all. Oh, that is not what I meant.
Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Cosmo-sama's true intentions?
Like stabbing you. Finally, after these many years, it's gonna happen, Susato-san.
This is what you get for flipping me
You
8
have flipped me
times.
for the last time, Susato. Naruhodo, what are you doing? This is it. This was Kazuma-sama's true wish. To end you.
There will be blood. Shit.
I mean this. His katana. I never expected to inherit the sword after Cosmo passed away, of course.
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
I have it at my side in court. I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. Haruma?
That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Isolgi clan.
Oshogi.
A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that.
Into a wooden pylon.
So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling.
On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain.
Something you have to do?
Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
So that's why I have to kill you, Susato.
Yeah, so that flashback that you definitely saw because you could read my head for the last time is like, I have to kill you. It's he said it himself. Karuma compels people to slice evil in two, and I'm compelled to slice you in two. So I guess that makes sense. What did he mean by something very important that I have to do? I had hoped that the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet, I've not found a single clue.
I see.
Hiccups!
Holmes, maybe.
Ooh.
22nd February. Holmes is sweet.
Oh, Ryu and Susie! Hooray, you're back!
Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see.
I am! And you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie. I'm English.
Oh, you flatter me with you and your English.
Well, you couldn't have come at a better time. I just made a pot of tea. I'll set some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell? Oh no.
Aha! The Wanderers return at last! Where on earth have the pair of you been?
Hey, Holmes, what is my job?
You're a
Alright,
salesman, aren't ya?
we've been in court?
Oh, for Miss Mustache's case. That was today, was it?
Yeah, you weren't there. Of course you weren't there. You never really support anything I do anyway. Always say I'm guilty and everything.
I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Holmes, and last time I heard it, don't look so upset.
It doesn't
I'm sure
matter.
you think you did. Well, we can laugh about it now.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah,
Can we?
laugh about my stress. Laugh about
Yeah, it's
my
funny.
feelings of sometimes hopelessness and everything. Fine, laugh.
So, tell me, how'd the trial go? Comedy equals tragedy plus time.
Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least.
Really? I would like to see it.
Yeah, but you slept.
And I must pass the time of the day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long.
Wait, what? Mr. Holmes, why do you have... Okay, that's... okay, I'm not gonna question it. Maybe it's best not to question it at all. Okay. Is Lord... I'm going to question it. Is Lord Van Zeek's an acquaintance, Mr. Holmes?
Naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo.
Well, yeah.
Not quite what I asked, but still.
Mr. Holmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful.
It's my new Kalogany.
Ah, indeed. That's a sense of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science.
Mega, you might be right.
It's my new Kalogany.
Oh dear.
All right, I'll bite. What's he up to now? Mr. Holmes, Mr. Holmes, Mr. Holmes. I'm going to start with this one.
Why you smelly?
So, what is that indescribably foul smell?
Ah, well, most probably this, I would say.
What is that?
It's a serum.
It's my new cologne. My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea.
I'm going to... Miss
Oh,
Naruto,
how
where are you going?
convenient.
Stop. Susanoo, stop. I don't need... Please, just wait. Naruto-san...
I don't know what to call this test, but I think I might call it Kalogony. The Kalogony test, yes.
Give him a moment, Mr. Holmes. I think, something happened at the trial today, and he's a little bit affected by tea.
Oh, I see.
Really?
Yes. Apparently, Mr. Natsume gave Shamspear black tea, and Naruhodo's mad about that because he expected it to be green tea because that's what the Japanese usually drink. So, I mean, it's fine to drink other teas. Could be.
My.
Yeah. I don't know why. Up here it comes again. Right. All right. I'm here. Okay. Go on, Mr. Holmes.
I was half expecting Nine to go to her door and just close it and be like, yeah, I'm back.
Oh,
For the bit.
I could, but like I have to take off my headset and walk across the room. I don't even know if my mic would catch the door. Oh my!
There are some unscrupulous sorts buying the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but it is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor.
Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior.
So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris! At the ready, Holmesy!
Wait, what was this?
Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens?
It dies.
It's turned completely black. What have you done? And what a foul odor it's giving off.
Indeed. The blacker the tea becomes and the more foul the odor, the better the tea is.
What?
It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling.
That's very ingenious. But what do you do with that black liquid now?
You drink it.
Why? Dispose of it naturally? Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you?
Don't drink the forbidden
that bass
tea.
boost, would you? What? How about you try it, Mr. Naruhodo? See how it's like. No.
I insist.
No, I insist.
Have you ever heard of the durian, Mr. Naruhodo? Apparently it has such a foul smell, but some people love it.
Mr.
Durian
Holmes?
teas.
No. I have not heard of it. And I'm not interested in trying it out. Because you just butchered one of my favorite things in this world. No, Naruhodo, calm down.
You're welcome.
Alright. There. Does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Holmes.
Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam.
Right.
The point is, we are entering a new era of science. In the world of criminal investigation also.
Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times. I'm
I
scared.
regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Sherlock Holmes method would be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea indicant was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research.
Forensic science? I suppose I should find out more about that, apparently.
Forensics!
Oh, well. I can imagine, like, I think Yue has, like, this huge bit. He's so excited, and all I have to do is just press Van Zeeks. But that, don't, trust me, Yue, I'm saving it for last, buddy. I can't wait to hear your bit with this. But anyways, so your tea test. Is that an example of forensic science?
No.
Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality.
Not a huge number of cases, then.
Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints? Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we're dragging our heels here.
I hadn't even heard of them until recently.
Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course.
Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Holmes?
There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds.
Just roasted them! Oh, jeez! Chill! Chill, man! Oh my gosh! Yo!
No, what I am researching is skin prints.
No!
Skin prints?
A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation.
Brilliant, Mr. Holmes! As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black, I'm cool with it, sure.
I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed.
Alright. Alright, UA.
Lord Beric Van Zeeks. Yes, it's an interesting sobriquet.
Google!
Sobriquet.
Google!
Sobriquet. 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 Sobriquet.
Sobriquet.
Sobriquet. I was
Go,
right.
Let's go,
Lord
Mega's
Beric
right!
Van Zeeks. Yes, it's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once the legendary prosecutors fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts. Sooner or later, their hapless soul will vanish from the capital.
But vanish how exactly?
Spirited away.
By falling under a passing carriage or drowning in the Thames. Or succumbing to a sudden fever, or, quite out of the blue, being set upon by a highwayman.
Thames?
There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow.
It all seems a little far-fetched, really, and, there's something else in the eyes, which I won't try to discuss, because I don't want to get killed.
Well, on the bright side, Mr. Mustache is a fighting fit for the time being, at least.
That's not overly reassuring.
If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Van Zeek's own hand.
As it happens, Mr. Sato, that is quite impossible.
Oh? Why?
Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi.
Really?
And so his reign continued. But 5 years ago, he vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is, until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo.
Why? But yes, so I've heard, and it's creepy. But in fact, it was the very day I arrived when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection.
Coincided, Mr. Naruhodo.
Why are you reading my head? I'm sorry.
I really did end bitterly indeed.
And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again. Poor Ryu. I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky. Or incredibly unlikable.
I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing of all Japanese people.
Gasp!
Yeah, I guess he's racist.
Racism.
I guess.
Japanese people.
Japanese people. With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese as well as Mr. Sato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Zeek seems to have inherent disdain of the Japanese.
Indeed. It is an interesting observation.
Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Holmes? Please tell me. It'd be really cool. Please?
No.
I really don't want.
It was about 10 years ago that Barrack Van Six chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan.
It's his Kazuma! No! What the? Tell us more, Mr. Holmes! What happened? You're not gonna tell me anymore, are you?
I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair.
Ah. Oh, but...
The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt. For now, however, it is Mr. Moustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe.
Well, I guess on that note of, I guess he has a Kazuma as well, and I'm not gonna have anything else in my regard. Think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues, alright?
That's the spirit, Ryu! See you later! Yes, until later.
Oh, that's so sweet. They have the exact same pose. Like, together. I know they did, but like, just together, it's okay. No, Mr. Holmes. We were thinking you'd come with us with your inventions, that you would be useful and everything, right?
You were?
Yes. Yes. Of course. You said so just a moment ago. You said we'd witness your forensic talents in action. Get over here.
Ah, yes, I do recall saying something along those lines.
Come here.
But you go on ahead.
No, come. Nope. You're gonna come here. You're gonna do it with us.
I shall be sure to follow you later, in all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might.
I will take away your science equipment if you don't come with us. I'll take it away. You want me to do that? I will.
Try me.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me? I got 2 witnesses right here.
I still have this black and black tea.
Oh, so you're gonna try to poison me again? 2 witnesses.
It'll be funny.
Iris, what are you doing with that gun? Iris.
Iris with a gun. Oh no.
Iris, please. All right. You know, your commitment astounds me very much so.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival.
Bye, Ryu. Bye, Susie.
I'm curious.
Oh.
Oh, she's typewriting, and he's probably at the desk.
Examine them.
Examine them.
Examine them. That's not him. 9, he isn't a violin.
No, okay, I got this on my own. So this is Mr. Holmes' famous violin, or viola, whatever the heck it is. All I remember is that argument from yesterday that he was threatening to punch me. And everything. And actually he did, after you left, Mr. Sato.
But Mr. Naruhodo, I'm sure you didn't do that. There's no mark on your face.
Nara.
I tried with that bit. Anyways, Mr. Holmes seems to be making funny faces at something on his desk. I thought he said he was going to come with us to Mr. Shamspeare's room, but apparently he was too cool for us to hang out with us.
No doubt he's preparing something, Mr. Naruhodo. Something amazing.
Can I kick him?
No, you're not gonna kick him.
I want to kick him.
No, he's doing it while he's asleep. Is
there no limit to the man's talents? Don't kick him and don't disturb him, Mr. Naruto. I want to kick him. Don't, come on, let's go see Iris. What's she doing?
Iris kick Sherlock Holmes in the shin.
Iris. That's incredible concentration, that is. I find it quite remarkable how she can focus on so many different things at once. Perhaps I should try drinking more herbal tea.
Third from the line will be good for you, Ryu.
Oh, Iris? Thank you. This girl is destined for great things, I'm sure. I'm so proud of her. Unlike her adopted father. Like, it's like that difference. Like, one is actually hardworking and multitasking. He's just sleeping.
Actually, go to Miss Green's hospital bed real quick.
Is she actually, like, here? Because, like, I don't know what she'll be useful in this case for, but whatever. 22nd February, St. Bartholomew's Hospital, Recovery Ward. What do you suppose is happening? Sounds like some sort of disturbance.
This is an optional scene that you can miss.
Yes, I hear angry voices. Oh.
Be not angry, oh ample lady. Verily, thou art mistaken.
Wait. How is he able to walk free? We just proved he's a liar, and we just
I am still in hospital.
Oh, yeah. Right. Mega.
What was her voice again?
He did like a, I think he used a voice mod, be like, mistaken my foot, oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you had that, yeah.
Oh, you mean this? Was this
Yes,
the one?
yes.
Yes.
Oh, mistaken my foot. You were looking at my painting.
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. 'Twas thou indeed, the poison that mustached villain gaveth me. Forgive me, lady.
I wish that you die from that poison.
God have mercy, ample lady. But thou seest, I have figure still. Behold my Shakespeare dance! Do you like it?
Someone killed me.
I kind of kept it because he was actually dancing to the music for a bit.
Please.
He still is.
Every jump you make rips a piece of my soul.
Hop, 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 hoppity, hop, hop.
I'm stuck in limbo.
This looks rather ominous, doesn't it?
Ho! Ah, lo, 'tis the lawyer from the land whence riseth the sun. Riseth the sun. How now, brown cow?
It could be risen. What are you doing here, Mr. Shamspeare?
Mary, I do believe I'm returned into another ward.
He was looking, that's what he was doing. Looking at my terrible work.
Eastern fellow, so dark. What?
You clad?
No. I think that's a typo.
So darkly clad? Is that what it's supposed to say?
Yeah,
no way! That's an actual thing!
Yeah, you clad.
You clad?
So darky clad!
It does look like a typo.
It does, but I recognized it in Shakespeare.
Faith, thy work in chords this morning was wonderful! I do applaud thee!
Oh, well, thank you.
But!
Oh, hey.
That doesn't mean things will go so wonderfully for you tomorrow, does it? There we go. Anon, excellent.
Anon.
Screen, do you have a cross? Miss Green, do you have a cross? No?
Not here, but at home, yes.
Oh, okay. All right, this will do. All right, my fingers will make a cross. Back away. Thank you. No, you, Miss Green. Shamspear. No, you, Miss Green. No, Shamspear. You're fine. Mr. Shamspear might technically be the victim in this case, but there's definitely a lot more to it than that. It's very hard to pin the man down.
I'm so sorry. I'm such an awful person.
Miss Green, is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I mean,
Miss Green,
don't worry about me.
It's okay. Don't cry. It's all right.
They're about to discharge me, so I must get ready to leave now.
Oh, I see. We're delighted that you'll soon be well enough to go home, Miss Green.
Oh dear, you're too kind. I don't deserve it.
You can move on from here. This was just an optional scene.
Got it. I feel like if we'd stayed, she thought of fun. I think she would have cried. Yeah, I think that too, and she probably wants to go home. Yeah. Anyways,
Probably.
22nd February, Mr. Natsume's lodging's ground floor. I don't know why I imagine. Be like, they were just leaving to have that conversation, and then Miss Green, like, comes between them, has that deep voice. Yes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Mega, I think you could take Gregson. Well,
Okay.
for equal roles.
Okay.
Oh, hello again, Inspector Gregson.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually.
Oh, yeah?
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I know the score.
Oh, yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. Did you find it? Was there tea in it?
Well, yeah, we found it all right. There was some tea in it, as you said.
I knew it.
It's with the identification section of the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today.
That's wonderful news! Thank you!
Well, see ya. Well, pretty impressive performance in court this morning.
Sorry?
None. Forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here.
He's such a tsundere. Such a soon.
Hi, I'm here now.
Oh, God, he's here now. Oh. Oh, God damn it. So?
Naruhodo-san? Yes, Susato-san? Why did we just leave? Why did you leave? I just need a minute. We gotta investigate, you know? Just, everything. You know, I have a question, Susato-san. What's the question? Why is the bar of soap still there, even though it was taken to the yard? Huh. I don't know, but I'm sure there's an explanation. Anyways, are you ready to go back inside? Yes, I'm ready to go back. Okay.
And that's how my father died.
The
So I
end.
hope you understand where I'm coming from, Sherlock. I mean, hey, wait, how'd you get in here? Oh, wait, you're okay.
Mr. Holmes, what are you up to over there?
What's a question indeed? Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene?
Why do you want to gaslight me
Oh,
like this?
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Why?
Oi! What are you doing here, Holmes?
Wait, you didn't see him there?
You were staring right at him!
I was trying to ignore him for your information.
You know, understandable. I guess that makes sense.
Do you have any
I was
idea
practicing
how...
my stealth ninjutsu. What are you up to over there? What are you doing here?
You could finish that bit. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were...
I was just going to say, every day I live, I try to forget he exists.
How's that working out for you?
One of these days I'll wake up. One of these days I'll wake up. It'll just be a bad dream.
I'm sorry, Inspector Gregson. I really am.
Someone has to be.
Kazuma, when can I go back to Japan?
Dear me, what's a great detective when it's always under scrutiny, it seems?
Is now the time, Mr. Holmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talent in action as you promised?
No.
With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam.
You're what now?
What's all this? Okay.
Science.
All this
Science.
is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo.
Science.
Sherlock Holmes' sensational skin print seeker gun.
Alright, Mr. Holmes, look, I was kidding. Alright, look, put the gun down. I'm sorry, I was kidding. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. You're smart.
God,
I
at
get
this
it
point,
now. I get it. It's fine. You can keep whatever secrets you want. You can do whatever you want. Just don't shoot me, please. I'm sorry.
God, at this point, I'm not even surprised he has a gun.
Mr. Naruhodo, calm down. It's just his invention of his skin printer seeker. It's like Iris's gun. He's not gonna really shoot you.
Aren't all guns technically skin print seekers? No? Okay.
No, you're not wrong. It took me a little.
Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim.
He's putting a silent
A sample of...
A sample from Mr. Shakespeare's cup?
He's putting a silent...
Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles. Here, try them on.
Oh, it's blue.
There. Now, spray the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed.
Wait, I get to fire
Bring
the
out your inner sky.
spray. How do I do that exactly?
Little press of the spacebar on the area you're interested in is all that's required. Like so.
Why is that a game? It sound like a game. Ah, what is that stuff? It's
You know,
like
I
fog.
probably should be stopping this, but...
Suspension of the
point, I
chemical
just don't
indicator in a
care.
pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea.
As you do.
Go ahead, try, my dear fellow. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question.
Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore, and I hope that I don't get in trouble by the, person.
Gee, I wonder who you're talking about.
That's scary. That's scary. That's actually scary. That's so scary. Look, that does. Look, that doesn't have handprints there.
It doesn't
So there are. A great many indeed. So much so that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact.
Sends a chill down my spine.
Perhaps he was leaning against the wall while he admired this picture.
I have a bad image.
Unlikely, I would say. It's a rather dull scene, after all.
And without wishing to state the obvious, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I fear. Oh, very true, Mr. Sato. It's a bit of a mystery then.
I have a bad image. The brick wall.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't know that would be.
Nine.
Yeah?
Brick wall. Brick wall.
The ball? What?
Hi, Wedge.
Hello!
Wudge.
Oh, I can click it!
Oh, you're this far. Okay.
The close.
This is after trial day 1.
Yes.
Nine, bottom right.
I apologize for being exceptionally late, but
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
a storm ravaged our town.
Oh, that's fun.
It's been an atrocious day. I'll go into that bit more later, but I'm here.
Welcome, friend.
Welcome to the greatest show on earth.
Okay, I know I'm Gregson. I know.
Oh, look at this here.
Yes. Interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints.
Why are there so many of them on the floor in this one spot? Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here? There's nothing obvious that he would have tripped over, though, is there?
I wonder. Personally, I often stumble when there's nothing obvious to trip over.
I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Holmes.
Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor.
Yes, there's no obvious explanation. Well, we sprayed Mr. Holmes' amazing skin print indicator all over this room, didn't we? We did, but there are 2 places in particular that are of interest, I would say.
Only 2.
I like how that was so different. The handprints on the floor there, and on the wall by the picture, you mean?
You can pick one, but not the other. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
You
Or
pick
else
wisely
forever
which
hold
one, that
your
would give
praise.
more evidence. Otherwise, you die.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of dying, I need to pay my late fee. Hold on.
Speaking of dying, let me do that
Okay.
real quick.
Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer inspection. I won't be a moment.
I'm dying.
What is it, Mr. Sato? Look here, Mr. Naruhodo. One of the floorboards has popped out. One of the... You mean... It's a secret hiding place?
Excellent work, Mr. Sato. So, what do we have in here? Gregson.
Am I
Oh,
still doing it, or what do you want to do it?
Oi! Dog on my throat! What are you lot doing? Oh!
I
let me,
guess
let,
that
let me
answers-
redo
Don't
that.
choke on your chips, mate.
Are we going to say 9?
I was gonna say, like, if you want him to take it, then...
I don't really have a good voice for him anyways.
What are you lot doing?
Okay. Inspector Gregson.
Greg's son.
Right this minute. It's my job to investigate there.
Well, then investigate.
No need, Inspector. You continue to dig in your portion of chips while we dig around under the floor here.
Your fancy talk's putting me off my food anyways, Holmes.
I mean, you're eating it right now. And it's just an infinite
My
loop.
voice is quite weird. I'll get it fixed out anyways, and who picked the bit of evidence is exactly what I need.
Wow.
Ah, yes, I love this floorboard. Yes, indeed. I think it's mahogany.
A secret hiding place under the floor. What a find. Not a hiding place you could make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift a straw tatami mat. No, I know. But I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering about the wall over there, too. Aren't you curious?
No.
I'll investigate at once!
I think I fixed my voice.
There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall.
How disappointing.
But then, how do you explain the handprints? I really can't think why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that.
I just flashbanged you. You're welcome. There you are, a print for you.
Mr. Holmes, I need my eyes. Thank you very much. The photograph of the
Did you just
handprints
blind
on the
your own coworkers, Holmes?
Yes.
Understandable.
Idiot.
Don't worry, I hold my ground. I managed to get him on the floor and I get the couch, so it's fine. It's a work in progress. Eventually I'll get a bed. Oh, thank you very much. This invention can make prints too. Now then, I wonder if Inspector Gregson has found anything under the floor there.
I'm desperate to know!
Sorry for being late. I was frozen for 200 years. Here's my fee.
Oh, you W. Thank you. It's okay.
What?
I'm glad you're free. Thank you.
111.
I'm pretty sure it's you, right?
Well, it is. It's late fee.
It's...
Oh, you don't get the reference. That's horrible.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So am I. Megan, no. You ain't Megan, no.
I didn't say anything.
He
I
just
didn't say
dropped
anything either.
50. He's probably just dropped 50 on you.
I'd love to know if there's anything hidden underneath that floorboard there. Totally nothing of monetary.
Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Inspector Gregson, really? It's been too long.
Oh, jeez.
What is it, Holmes?
I thought perhaps you might want to show me what you found there. Seeing as we're such good friends.
I'd rather lick my... No, get away from me. We're not friends.
Purification in progress.
Mega!
No, I suppose not.
Get away from me.
Mega!
Oh? Hello?
Why do you want to purify this place?
Because it's dirty. Look at it.
I get that reference.
That's true.
I didn't even look at it until now. Oh no.
Thank you.
Is there a particular red button here? Please don't let him get in here.
Don't pull the switch.
Don't do it.
Don't switch it off.
A dismal failure.
Yes, I heard. I'd kill to know what was under that floorboard. Stay
Kick
me
him.
home.
Kill him. Kill him.
I heard that.
Kill him.
It was in my thoughts. I don't have my voice mod working
All right,
yet.
then. Fair's fair.
What?
You did discover the hiding place after all, so I'm kicking you off the scene. Anyway, suppose I should at least fill you in.
Really, Inspector? Thank you.
Do it quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind, as fickle as the weather.
Boy! Stop making me out to be some kind of nut. There were 3 items under the floor there. A newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and you getting out of my crime scene. I mean a tin box. Now, what do you want to know? You get to only pick one. One.
You only get to pick 1, 9.
So, this is the photograph I found. Looks useless and reasonably recent, actually.
It's him! Look, guys, he's relevant! Oh my gosh!
Yes, it would appear to have been taken on the street in front of the house here.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, is that Shamspear?
Oh,
My son, why have you shammed me?
you're not in this scene, old man. Get back upstairs.
Okay.
And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Garadeb, the landlord, of course. But who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garadeb's son, perhaps?
Perhaps. You can take that print if you like.
Really?
I like giving away useless photographs.
Really? Are you sure?
We can presume, therefore, that the yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is.
Ah, is that true?
It's me. I'm the young man.
Well, it's too bad if we do, because guess what? I ain't telling. Unfortunately for you lot, leaking information is one of my pastimes. And I'm not telling.
But, okay.
Get out of my crime scene.
My dear Inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work.
Oh, he right.
All the more reason I'm dead. I'm not telling you. Get out of my crime scene.
A dismal failure.
Yes, I heard. The hidden photograph has been entered into the court record.
Court record.
I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. I mean, Mr. Shamsby himself isn't in it.
Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Garrett was rather delighted to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it.
Alright, what about the newspaper clip? Because apparently I could choose more than one.
Hey, I said only one.
This was cut out of the paper about 3 months ago. It's about a convict who got sick and died with COVID while he was serving up time in Manchester.
How terrible.
Oh, what's COVID?
They made headlines down here in London as well. The bloke had been sentenced to death, you see. But nature got him first.
Oh my
The
goodness!
19 got him.
He committed a capital offense?
He committed a war
By
crime.
the name of Selden. Nasty piece of work. And to burglaries and murder. They said the hoard he knocked. They said the hoard he knocked off was worth about £1,000.
A hoard? Of treasure, you mean?
Jewelry and the like. But he'd hidden it somewhere. And no one knows where. Probably God.
No,
Anyways,
as in
he's
Warcraft.
dead. The papers loved it, of course. £1,000 lost en route to hell. Some whatever stupid headline that was.
Does it not strike you, though? Why such an article would be so carefully ensconced under the floor?
Oh, no.
I didn't ask and didn't care. Anyways, actually, now that you mention it, it does seem randomly off.
Random.
After I'll go over the paperwork we got on Selden back at the yard and see what I can turn up. Anything. Anything up? Turn down for what?
Turned down for what? I was thinking the same thing, UW.
Now this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it? Guess what? You ain't opening it.
It's mine. These are my breath mints.
Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it? If you were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind this case, I wouldn't be in the least surprised.
Yeah, funnily enough, I've already had a look.
It's a dead fish.
It's completely empty.
What? Shamsbear, give us a clue, man!
You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Mr. Naruhodo. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box. Yes, thin air. It's empty. Rather like how I feel inside every single day of my life. Ever since Kazuma passed away.
Who?
Mr. Naruhodo, are you okay? I'll be fine. It's fine. Really. Is there nothing more to this box then? I wonder.
It had soap in it.
Soap. Meow!
No.
Oh, kitty!
Zachary!
Wagga.
No, wait, sorry. It's Pablo.
Hello.
I think it's how you say it.
Wagahai.
Oh, look! It's that lovely little kitty cat. What was his name? It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call it, Wagahai? You know, like Mr. Natsume refers to himself in Japanese. Wonder how he got in here. Clever cat. Oh, wonderful! Well then, Wagahai, hi. Here's something delicious.
Wagahi.
Here's something delicious I bought for you from the cat's meat man. Wait. Hold on.
Hold on.
I bought you from the cat's meat man. Okay, good. I did read
Wagyu steak.
Kiki.
There's not that many. I think that's like the. I think this is like the only scene with Wagga.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't pop up anywhere else.
He couldn't be happier now. Look. I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner too.
I'm still looking at this floorboard. I like the mahogany look.
Investigate
I'm
the
out of
cat. Interrogate him. Interrogate the cat.
Interrogate him.
He's so cute. Meow. That was a cheeky little meow, Wagahai. Oh, but he's so adorable. I could sit and watch him forever. I think he may not appreciate that after a while. We have an investigation to get back to.
Oh, this nice mahogany wood.
I did not click that, but sure.
Sure.
Oh, because there's no arrows. I'm dumb. Nice.
9.
Jay.
Who's Jay?
What happened to
Wow,
my
that-
arrows before?
9.
Nani? Game glitch?
What you got, yo?
Did you break the game?
I probably did.
Nine.
If you ran out of change, you wouldn't even have any light, let alone heat. For the needy, London's winters can be very harsh. That's true, but if you think about it, even the wealthy would find themselves freezing if they ran out of small change. London's winters can be very harsh for the forgetful too then. Frankly, I'm starting to wonder if Susato-san and I are going to make it to spring. That's true. We don't even have a meter at Baker Street, let alone a gas stove. Look how dark the stain on the floor is underneath the meter there. Yes, from all the water dripping out from the ice coins melted, after the ice coins melted, as you was established in court this morning. It's a very large and obvious stain, isn't it? Mr. Shakespeare must have used an awful lot of ice coins, I suppose. It was an ingenious idea, I'll give him that.
Ice me.
I think that's it.
No, hold on here. I still have a mahogany floor to look at.
All right.
Please do not leave. I still like to be in the shot.
Okay.
9, you didn't investigate the brick wall that's bricked up.
The sun never shines in this room, thanks to that depressing bricked up wall. Yes.
My life.
With enough determination, you can always remove the bricks to set up some soap outside, can't you? That sounds like a very wise life lesson, Miss Susato. Only if you plan to follow a life of crime, Mr. Naruhodo. Alright then, fine. Whatever, just...
Wait, they're not just gonna
Please
address
don't
that?
leave.
Like... What, those bricks are just replaceable? What?
Well, no, we did. That was where we discovered the soap. Anyway, see you,
My hands,
Gregson.
my hands are stuck to the floor. Help!
22nd February, Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb's room.
House.
Mr. Garrideb appears to be out. Oh well. I suppose we'll just have to come back again later.
I'm just gonna go picking up my cigarettes.
Wait, was there
I haven't
more?
visited the prison yet.
22nd February,
nice open one.
local prison, cell 9. Up.
Oh, guess-
Cell 9.
Okay, yeah, there's still a little bit more.
He's escaped! Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
I have a feeling.
I'm stuck to
I'm
the
gonna get
floor.
water real
Thank
quick,
God you're
hold on.
back. Anyone got any Gugon?
Ah, the ill-fated teacups from which the two men drank on the ill-fated night. During their heated literary debate, yes. Who's stronger, Romeo or Juliet? It sounds like it was quite a discussion. Now I think of it, I'm sure that the two lovers in the play ended their lives with poison. That's fiction, Miss Susato. Let's hope it stays that way, please.
Okay, so
Well,
there
you
were
choose
two.
not-
There were two
Sorry.
points of interest in this room revealed by the skin print solution. One is what Gregson is taking a look at. Oh, okay, never mind.
The other one should be here, right?
Okay, never mind then. Let me pull up strategy wiki.
Well, I pressed a button, guys. I pressed a button of the longest one. Man. 'Cause I was thinking about like going to Gary Deb's room to present the photograph to him.
Help, I'm stuck to the floor. Oh, help. Anyone out there? Help.
Inspector Gregson, I'm sure you're not stuck.
Oh, thank God you're back.
Right,
I need
fine.
some help here.
All right.
Oh, thank you. You freed me. Oh,
There you
what a... Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm getting out of here.
All right, understandable.
Oh God, I tripped. Help.
How did you? I literally turned away for 2 seconds and you're back on the floor.
You tripped me, you
I
fool.
did not do anything of the sort. I have
my
2 witnesses
hands.
with me that
got
agree.
splinters in them now.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Who died?
Come on.
You're still stuck in here?
Help.
I am literally looking through every nook and cranny if this is the case. You know what? Maybe. Because we checked by
UA, are you messing with 9 here?
No, I think you're supposed to go to the prison next after investigating everything in this room. So, if nothing's happening here, then she must have missed something elsewhere.
Outside. Look outside.
I did. There was nothing.
Okay. You didn't look at the soap. You
Did
didn't look at the
talk to
rat.
her?
There was a check mark.
Like I
Go
said, I
back.
came here mid-investigation. So I don't know what's going on here.
Well. So,
Oh,
are
great.
you feeling more like yourself today, Miss Green? Because this is where we're at.
I am. Thank you. I mean, people do recover from ordeals like this, don't they? Even people like me.
Exactly. I thought this would. There we go. Well, yes. It really was an ordeal, wasn't it?
As far as I was concerned, I was just walking along in the snow one evening, minding my own business. Then completely out of the blue, I was struck in the back by a knife and collapsed unconscious for days. Of course, when I finally woke up again yesterday, the whole business had cleared up already.
What a terrible week it's been for you.
Oh no, I'm sure I'm very lucky, really. I'll look back on this fondly.
Really?
Anyway, I must be getting my things together now, so I'm ready to be discharged.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry to take up your time when you're obviously busy.
Okay, so taking it from the top, go back to the legal consultancy.
Well, since you talked to her, I think that might have opened up the prison, but I could be wrong.
Talk to Susato about the top 2.
Really? Okay.
I'm just covering all bases.
It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out that he is actually a bare-faced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea.
Careful of your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. And there's more to this Mr. Shamspear than we yet know, I'm sure of it. Especially when he looked me dead in the eye and bended that cane.
Mr. Shamspear certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
What's become of him, actually?
He perished.
I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment.
Oh, which one is that?
Yes.
Let me see. Ah, yes. He's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bots, as Londoners call it.
We know that place, don't we?
Yes. We visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken.
Ah, yes. After Soseki-san stabbed her in the back.
Do be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we both owe Soseki-san an apology. Still, Bartholomew's. Yes, we should probably visit the hospital later, which we already did. So, we know that Soseki-san took the tea to the victim on the night in question.
Wish it was green tea, but it is black tea. Well, but as he isn't the culprit, then obviously. Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea. But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspeare's body? I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamspeare's room that will help solve the mystery. Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think. Definitely! And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bar of soap. Well, if we run to Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that. Which we...
Okay, so after talking about that, and then Cosima, you move to Chom's Suites, talk to him. You've already got that settled. Then you go to Shamspeare's room, examine Holmes to get the handprints thing.
There we go.
There we go.
22nd February, local prison, cell 9. Oh, Mr. Natsume is back. So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello. Mr. Natsume, what are you typing?
I am a cat.
Sorry?
I don't know who Miss Natsume is. Or Sherlock Holmes. I don't know about courts or trials or Old Baileys. I'm a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat.
Mr. Naruhodo! He's trying to escape from reality! Man, I do that all the time and it never works. I wish it works, honestly. But I tried to. He already has, completely. So, what is your name then?
As yet I have no name.
Mr. Naruhodo! He hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality. Do you think you could open your eyes first, Miss Natsume? There you go.
I am not a cat.
Man, imagine. It worked! He's back in the real world!
I thought I was gonna have amnesia for a second.
What's going to become of me? No!
Who are you?
Don't answer that! It's obvious! My accursed soul's never gonna escape this accursed fate!
So Natsume, no! This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope!
Yes. Look, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire was brilliant, but... The Reaper is omnipresent! In court! In my lodgings! Here! There! Everywhere! Wherever you are! Ah!
What's he looking straight at me for?
You're the Reaper.
I'm the Reaper. I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss.
Oh, yes! Yes, we must!
Alright.
So, if I'm wrong, I Am a Cat is the poem or book that the actual Natsume made.
Yes.
Right? So that was a very obvious reference.
Wagahai wa neko de aru.
That is not what I meant. Sleep.
In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No! Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one or two other occasions that moved me more. But if I just brought those out today, being in that courtroom was the most moving experience of my life, Lucas and Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
You're too kind.
Scotland Yard found the remaining tea, just as we deduced, and are analyzing it as we speak.
There's something wrong with that tea! They will find a drop of poison in it! Soloseki, start the tea!
Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night? I need to know this.
Oh yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot!
You are a true Japanese man. If these bars weren't in the way, come here, Soseki, come here. Give me a bro hug right here.
What am I? You better not kiss that prisoner, or I swear to God, I'm gonna throw you in there with him.
You don't understand Japanese culture, sir.
We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies.
And at the time, you were both completely fine. As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspear then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet match. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then.
Victims exist.
That rotten Shamspear! What have I ever done to him?
You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently?
I've been holed up in my room immersed in books. I don't recall anything at all!
Right.
But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner.
Let you know what, Mr. Natsume?
About the soap, of course! What else?
Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a
Meager
stipend?
If I had money.
Buy soap.
How does live in a context existed in such a cursed logics?
Oh yes. You said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you?
Exactly! Especially the room that I rent. Spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place and is trying to kill me!
Capital offender.
Must I ask Locum to Mr. Naruhodo Squire that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps!
Wait a minute.
Manchester Strange Raised Prison and now
I thought we would see the picture, and I thought it was going to be something resembling his face, and that's why she did what he did. Just a thought. Okay, and I guess we present. Mr. Natsume, it's nothing much, but...
It's been too long since I've been offered a prison with that delightfully humble etiquette of our homeland.
What?
You're too kind. I accept it gladly.
Sorry, but I wasn't trying to give it to you, actually. Sorry. I'll think of something to give you later, okay?
What's this?
Oh, never mind, go on.
It's a newspaper cutting that we found in Mr. Shamspear's room.
So he knew, did he?
Sorry?
About this man, Selden. A convicted killer, and the evil spirit behind the curse that affects my lodgings!
What?
He's already taken one young man's life, and now he's trying to take the life of another! A miserable mustache, much maligned Japanese man!
So Natsume, if you know something, please, you must tell us. Tell us everything you can about this evil spirit.
The truth is, I didn't know the details myself until very recently. That Selden man was arrested about a year ago now. And at the time, he was hiding out in lodgings at Mr. Garadeb's house.
What? He lived where you do now?
That's right, yes. Exactly where I live now. In my very room.
Oh my! Your room was previously occupied by a criminal found guilty of a capital offense?
But before his sentence could be carried out, he died in prison. That was 3 months ago now. And that's when it started. The curse!
Really is this curse you keep mentioning, Mr. Natsume?
It's already caused one death. A few months after the criminal passed away in prison. A man died in the room. The man who rented it after Selden, in fact. The poor lodger. He was found dead in mysterious circumstances. The room was locked from the inside.
Locked from the inside? Exactly like the case we're dealing with now? So that's the convict's curse, is it?
Yes. Well, that was the start of it.
I hereby curse you.
Do you have any idea how the lodger before you... What? Do you have any idea how the lodger before you passed away, Mr. Natsume?
The official cause of death was asphyxia.
Oh.
When they discovered the body, the room was full of gas.
Gas?
And we found that out after I signed the lease. When Mr. Gardev came to tell me later, I couldn't stop myself trembling. In fact, if I'd known beforehand, I'd probably have been too scared to take the room. Landlord's lease, luckily legal!
Lucky for Mr. Gardev, maybe. But not so lucky for poor Mr. Natsume. And now you believe this curse is affecting you?
It is, at first. I just felt as though I was being watched all the time.
And then you talked about having nightmares, didn't you?
The dead had tried to take me with them. They covered me and tried to suffocate me. Just when I'm struggling to breathe, I wake up. And the room is as cold as ice!
But why is your room so cold?
London winters are too cold to bear without any heating on overnight. But for some reason, even though I light the stove before I come to bed at night, the pilot light always goes out and the room fills with gas!
But that's terrible. That's exactly the same situation as what led to the previous occupant's death. And then there's what happened to Mr. Shamspeare last night, when he was mysteriously poisoned. It's clearly more to that incident than can be explained by a curse, though. Whatever can be the cause of all these strange happenings in Mr. Garadeb's rooms? Is there anything else with him, or is...
You moved to Garadeb.
Yep.
While you're moving there, so you remember last stream I asked you to look at the bar of soap?
Yeah.
You looked right at it. I asked you if you know, because evidently you had to be shown that, but you looked right at the issue, and then apparently you didn't even notice until this stream.
Yeah.
You turned it around, looked right at it. Oh, nothing wrong here.
Nothing wrong. It's just soap on a windowsill. Everybody has soap on a windowsill, sure.
And she thought the soap was made of green tea.
She did. You missed that. Oh my god.
It is made.
Well, I'm sorry, I had no Wi-Fi.
I couldn't tell if she was being
I'll
genuine.
clip it for you. I'll clip it for you.
The soap was made of green tea. It's green.
Tea.
Soap.
Tea.
All right,
Tea.
I'm gonna be going, my friends.
Oh, you're gonna be going? Okay, you
You're
tell
leaving?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright,
Alright,
mate.
thank
I will
you.
see you all next week, hopefully on time and hopefully barring no issues like today.
Okay, well, no worries, it happens. So thank you, UW. See you.
Okay.
See ya. Boy.
Anyone to chat, say goodbye to UW. Okay. 22nd February, Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb's room. You're here now, Mr. Garadeb.
Right, well, business it is for me, you know. Getting out and about.
Were you at the Old Bailey by any chance?
No. Yes, naturally. Fate of my lodgings hanging in the balance and all that, not a trial to miss.
The fate of what's already been dubbed your haunted lodgings, yes.
Of course, the place has caused quite a stir around the capital on more than one occasion already. As the old haunted lodgings or some such.
Well, at least he knows.
Makes you wonder what the blazes is going on, don't you know?
Yes, I'm sure it
Hi,
does.
I'm here now.
Oh, hello.
Oh, he's here
fact,
now.
Thinking back to Mr. Natsume's other trial just 2 days ago, you were at the Old Bailey then as well, weren't you? Testifying with your wife about what happened.
Stopped off at the prison on the way home, in fact. Beastly business.
I see.
Mm.
I mean, if your knee hurts, you don't have to stand to talk to us.
So, what brings you to my haunted abode today, eh?
Okay, you said it, not us. Okay. I had to take it. Oh, sorry.
Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, eh? Yes, the house does seem to have become something of a magnet for
rum fellows of late. Thanks to that bally curse.
The convict's curse, you mean?
Ah, heard the stories, have you? Rotten scoundrel was arrested here. Then the next chap in the room goes and keels over. Then there was that woman who dropped dead just outside on the street. Not to mention the actor yesterday. Am I next, eh? Well, can't help but get the collywobbles, can you?
When you say the woman who dropped dead outside on the street, do you mean Miss Green? Because Miss Green, who was stabbed by the knife, and Mr. Shamspear, who was poisoned last night, are both very much alive still.
Yes, well, so is that blasted convict's curse, it seems.
Personally, I should be quite content with such lodgings. A bath, a toilet, a fireplace, a fascinating history. Why? It sounds like a lap of luxury.
Mr. Holmes.
You need a place to stay,
That room recently freed up now, so
Yeah, recently someone died. So we got a vacancy.
would you like to stay? I'm not so sure about that.
Well, there's no bath or toilet included, and no fireplace either.
There's one right behind you.
Nope.
But you do look out for your tenants, don't you?
No.
By watching the rise and fall of the flames in your gas lamps up there.
No. Yes, never hurts to keep an eye on things. In case there are any, well, mishaps or such like.
I think you've had your mishap already, sir!
That's not helpful, Mr. Holmes.
Heaven forgive me, the words just came to my lips!
Okay.
Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, eh?
Hey?
Wait, did you click? You clicked on the same thing again?
Nope. There's no need for that, Mr. Garadeb.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Mr. Natsume is in no way fishy.
No, but he is smelly.
He is undeniably peculiar, however.
Thank you.
Is it right that he took the vacancy immediately after the previous tenant passed away?
Yes, that's right. I asked the estate agent to find someone and he popped up the very same day. I'd never come across a chap so keen for a place with a background, as it were.
I don't think it was the room's background he was keen on so much as the cheap rent, actually. So, how long has Mr. Shamspear been lounging under your roof?
That failed actor chap? Let's see. Oh, of course. Yes, it's been 3 months now. Quite sure of it.
Only 3 months. It's quite new here too, then.
And to what do you owe your certainty in that regard, Mr. Garadeb, if I may ask?
Well, it was that Selden scoundrel, as it happens.
Selden? The convict, you mean? Do Selden and Shamspear have some kind of connection, then?
That convict chap, Selden, passed away in the clink 3 months ago now, you see. Some malady or either. Malady.
Yes, we've seen the report from the newspaper at the time.
Well, it was only 3 days later that the tragedian?
Comedian, tragedian. Sure.
3 days later, the tragedian showed his face, the actor fellow.
Really?
Yes, I remember it quite distinctly.
'Tis small, this world we inhabit. Prithee, landlord, hear my request. I, the humble Shakespeare, do decide to take thy room on the middle floor for a day while for rent.
Terribly sorry and whatnot, but that won't be possible.
Wait, do I have the voice changer on?
No.
No.
Why is it not working?
Did you connect it with voice?
Your only job is to work.
There we go. There we go. It works.
Thank you. Already have a lodge on the middle floor. Ground floor room's vacant now.
Nothing can be made out of nothing. Let me repeat mine will unto thee.
Those curls must be muffling ears. The room on the middle floor is taken. It's ground floor or nothing.
Very well. We have an accord.
Glad to hear it. Welcome to Briar Road.
Celebrate! Do you like it?
What are you doing? No.
From what I heard in court today, sounds like the chap was thieving gas.
Wait.
Thieving gas.
Wait. No. Did he really do all of that to try to get him to jail so he could take the middle floor room?
What you mean, Natsume?
Yeah.
He doesn't live in the middle floor.
He does.
Oh, he does.
Does he?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like only like
Oh,
two
okay,
rooms.
it's Shakespeare on the bottom. It's Solseki in the middle, and then Garrett up at the top.
Oh, I thought Shamspear and Natsume were both bottom.
No,
Huh.
separate rooms.
Oh, okay.
The only two rooms in the whole building. I mean, granted,
Oh,
there's
really?
three. There's probably three rooms. I don't, because how they like portrayed it, it sounds like there's two rooms.
And there's
Garrett
Garrett's room, Solseki's room, and Shamspear's room.
I'm unsure of the architecture of this place.
Go down to Briar Road next time.
No.
Briar Road sounds overrated. Anyways.
I've never been there.
And he was 3 months in arrears with the red too. Yes, the fellow was a bally player, all right.
Thank you for your candor, Mr. Garradeb. We are most grateful. By way of appreciation, allow me to say one or two words. Give me my robe! Put
No,
on my
stop.
crown! I have immortal longings in me!
Mr. Holmes, I will take away your hat. What's happened to you? What are you doing?
Shakespeare, my dear fellow! One of his most famous lines!
Shush. Cease. No.
I wish to divulge my own learning on the subject, for I have a turn for literature too, you know.
Perhaps you could turn your attention to more apt lines then.
Like, for example, Shashi Zai Uppy.
Mr. Garradeb, could I ask you to look at this photograph?
Sure, I could look at this photograph.
Is that your son who's with you there?
No, not at all. He was a lodger here once. Duncan Ross was his name.
Duncan Ross.
A street photographer happened to be passing, so I asked him to take a shot. Just for kicks, really.
Was he, by any chance, the lodger before Mr. Natsume?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's right.
Oh no, poor Miss Green.
Ah, the young gentleman who died in the room in mysterious circumstances. Just what Miss Mustache was waiting for, one might say.
Yes. Young Duncan lived in the room at the top of the first flight of stairs before that Japanese chap.
Would you mind telling us a little more about him?
He's dead.
Well, yes, but other
He's
than the
dead.
fact that he's dead.
Yes.
Oh.
Duncan Ross, young chap, was attending art school. Had to work to pay for it, mind. Moved into the middle floor room about a year ago after that criminal Selden was arrested. Young students are always on the hunt for rooms with a history behind them.
A history of cheap rent, maybe. Yes.
Yeah, well, anyway, it was 1 in the morning about a month ago now. Hadn't quite worked out the old trick of watching the gas lamps to see what my lodgers are up to at the time. So, sadly, I was rather tardy to discover what had happened. Smell of gas that alerted me it was.
Ah, yes. Synonymous with the smell of death.
Called the police straight away, of course, and the officer kicked the door off its hinges. But once we got inside, we all badly collapsed.
Because of the gas?
Yes, room was full of it, no air at all. Stove must have gone out while the poor chap was sleeping in his bed.
So Mr. Ross suffocated to death.
Of course, the police gave me a sound ticking off because the gas pipes were sold and all that. Can't tell you how much it set me back to have the lot replaced all over the house.
But even after you had all that work done, Mr. Natsume says the same thing. That the stove goes out at night whilst he's asleep in bed.
Well, that's the Bali curse! The convict's curse. I've done my duty as a landlord now.
Someone's feeling defensive. Jeez. Chill, man.
That reminds me, actually.
Yes?
About young Duncan. The night before the poor chap perished. He'd been writing a letter of affection to a young lady.
A love letter, you mean? Now I'm interested!
Yes. Oh, where did I put that now? Ah, here it is. Left it on my desk.
If you'll excuse me, let me see now. What does it say? To my most beautiful and charming sweetheart.
Do you think that we should be reading such a personal piece of correspondence?
My dear Miss Usato, that's precisely why I preface my reading with, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, but then you're reading it out loud. I will not excuse you, Mr. Holmes, no!
Sadly, he didn't address it, though. So I have no means of delivering the thing. Rather sad, really.
Let's see. It's going to play on my mind. But really, the identity of Mr. Rose's sweetheart has no bearing on the case.
Rose? You said Rose.
Oh, whoops. Mr. Ross.
Mr. Rose.
Exactly like Bob Ross.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why I said Rose. I think we should leave well alone. Yes, I suppose you're right.
Indeed, the intended recipient's address is missing. However, there is a name attributed to the man's most beautiful and charming sweetheart.
Mr. Holmes, please! I've already had to chastise you about this once.
My undying love to you, my colorful darling, Olive Green.
Olive Green? The woman who was plunged into a coma after a knife plunged into her back outside this house 5 days ago. Victim of the last case Soseki-san was in court for, who regained consciousness only yesterday. Is it just chance that her name has come up now? Could it possibly be a mere coincidence? Let's just name everything. Mr. Naruhodo, whatever can this mean?
Reading personal correspondence can have its merits, you see, Mrs. Sato.
I'm going to flip you.
Do it.
That would be funny. Actually.
Okay, you're done here. Last place to go before the end of the segment is hospital bed.
Yep.
Well, see ya.
Well, see you, Mr. Garadeb, thank you. 22nd February, St. Bartholomew's Hospital, Recovery Ward. Mr. Naruhodo, I've just finished speaking with the doctor. It seems Miss Green is well enough to be discharged at last. I think we already knew this. This is good news. But hopefully just before she leaves... Ah! What is it?
Oh my god, she's dead.
Miss Green! Ah! No!
I didn't do it.
No. What was that? She clearly just hit something behind her back.
Well, one moment, I'll be with you in a jiffy. Oh, hello everyone. Well, what are you all doing here? The doctor said I could be discharged, so I'm just getting my things together.
Green, what were you just doing?
Oh, nothing really. I was just about to take some medicine the doctor prescribed for me, that's all.
Well, we're hoping to have another quick chat with you, if that's alright.
I don't really have anything else to tell you.
Definitely behaving strangely. See if we can... If we can't
Coax.
coax something out of her.
No. No. I refuse.
No, you're not gonna refuse. It's wonderful news that you're going to be discharged, Miss Green.
Oh, yes. I mean, thank you. Once people are better, the hospital staff don't want them lingering and wasting space. Not people like me, anyway.
Oh my gosh, stop.
So I don't think I should keep anyone waiting. I probably shouldn't stand around and chat.
Certainly doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. That's for sure. Oh, then, right, I'm an idiot, the picture. Miss Green, we were hoping to ask you about someone. Mr. Duncan Ross. You knew him, didn't you? Oh no. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Bottle Messon fell down when she did. Oh, Miss Green! Are you alright? I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to startle you like that.
No, it's alright. I just wasn't expecting it. But how do you know about Duncan?
Mr. Ross had been writing a letter when he passed away. The landlord found it in his room. It's a very personal letter to you.
It was at the art school. That's where I met Duncan, a year ago now. He was working to fund his studies. He dreamt of becoming a professional artist one day.
And the two of you became romantically involved?
Yes, that's right.
Disgusting.
We were very much in love. We were engaged to be married, actually. That's why he decided to move into a cheaper room to save money for the wedding.
And that's what led him to Mr. Garadeb's.
Yes, he told me he found the worst but cheapest room in the entire East End. And then, 1 month ago, that's when it happened.
We're so terribly sorry, Miss Green.
Well, it's all in the past now, I suppose.
So desperately sad. Starting to think that's just her look. Oh, I see that she has every reason to feel the universe is against her.
I do hope you won't think I'm being rude, but... Would you mind leaving me in peace now? I have to leave the hospital soon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to hold you up. Of course, we'll be on our way.
Mr. Naruhodo! Surely you were not about to leave? That's quite out of the question.
No, is the rat dead? No, not the rat. Well, Mr. Holmes, I didn't realize you were here.
What rat?
Of course
Where
I
is
was, my dear fellow. Watching intently from the shadows as always.
It's hard, the text box is in the way, but you can kind of see him.
Oh.
No, not the rat. Well, make your presence known next time, jeez. Mr. Holmes, what's this about?
Something which occurs to me with some regularity, Mrs. Sato, is this. Why do detectives insist on such an ex post facto modus operandi? Why solve a case after it's happened? Instead of preventing a case before it happens. That is what sets a great detective apart.
What do you
We're
mean?
the Prevengers, not the Avengers.
What?
There's a case waiting to happen under our very noses, Mr. Naruhodo. So let's avert disaster. Let's prevent this case from ever happening with nothing but careful observation.
All right.
All the conclusions you need are set before you. You need only look and you cannot fail to see.
You can do it, Mr. Naruhodo. I know you can. Which I'm sad, not the rat. That mouse seems to be dead. Look, I didn't notice it there before, did you? I think perhaps it drank the medicine that spilled out of the bottle. But that's the bottle that Miss Green was about to drink from when we arrived. You don't think...
Ah, I see you've come to appreciate the true nature of this scene. That of a tragedy about to take place.
I think it's falling into place. Screen. Haunted to the bottle you had before has spilt out on the floor. Poor mouse that drank it has sadly died. I think it's clear that the bottle must have contained a powerful poison.
A poison is powerful.
Poison is powerful. Don't worry. I will attend to the mouse presently.
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 And I can't read.
Miss Green, were you intending to go the same way as that rodent? To take your own life?
Once we'd left, you would have put it to your lips again, wouldn't you? And taken the poison.
No!
Miss Green, please! Please talk to us!
No.
No. It definitely feels as though this card must be relevant. I mean, when we first arrived, Miss Green was standing with it in her hand in what can only be described as a very tense atmosphere. Yes. May very well be related to whatever incident Mr. Holmes believes was about to happen here. Perhaps we should ask Miss Green about it.
"10 seconds later and we would have arrived at a very different scene here. In all probability, we would not have enjoyed this most delightful conversation. Of course. Perhaps it hasn't been quite so delightful from your perspective, Miss Green.
Actually, in a way, now that everything's out in the open, I feel like a weight has been lifted.
Tell me, how did you acquire that medicine?
Well, just being a hospital and all, when the doctor comes to examine me in the mornings, he always leaves the medicine cabinet open for a while. So I snuck this out when he wasn't looking.
It conspicuously lacks a label. Wonder what it contains.
I'm afraid I don't really know. but I thought if I drank it, it might just stop the pain somehow.
Oh, please, Miss Green. Don't talk of such things.
It seems clear now that it contains poison.
Yes, poor little mouse is proof of that.
Oh no. Oh, it's all my fault. What have I done?
I shall remove this to my office, Miss Green. I take it you have no objection.
Keyboard.
No. None.
Oh, the envelope.
Neither the sender's name or address appeared to be written on the envelope or the card.
It arrived by post at my home the day before the incident that put me in hospital here.
I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Should I read this?
Go ahead.
Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Wait a minute. The 17th of this month? That's the day you were stabbed on Briar Road.
And 5 p.m.
It's precisely the time when the incident occurred. The Slug and Salad, yes. A pub on the northern corner of Briar Road.
Briar Road? Briar Road. Being the street that Mr. Garadeb's house is on.
Does this mean that?
Yes, I'm sure you've guessed. That day, when I was struck in the back by the knife, I was actually on my way to the Slug and Salad.
Goodness!
So that's what you were describing on Briar Road that day.
What you were describing?
You were doing on Briar Road that day.
I'm sorry I didn't say anything before. I think I really will have to ask you to excuse me now. I've told you everything.
Yes. Very sorry to have had to drag up such painful memories for you.
No, it's fine.
Miss Green. Please. Promise us you won't try to do anything like that again.
Yes. Don't worry. Your detective friend is the bottle now anyway. And besides, I've been stabbed in the back and had a close shave with a bottle of poison, and I'm still here. I think I'm destined to see things through to the end. It might sound a little conceited, but, well, that's how all this has made me feel.
Yeah, this is sad. But I'm happy.
Yeah.
Nah. Mega was like, I was hoping she'd die. I'm kidding. Leaving Miss Green and St. Bartholomew's behind, we made our way back to Baker Street, to Holmes.
Well, it would appear we've reached the end of the investigative trail for today.
Oh, it's snowing. Yes, it's late.
And, Mr. Naruhodo, did you discover anything that may be of use to you in the court tomorrow, do you think?
Details about Mr. Shamspeare, the Garadeb's lodgings, the convict Selden. There are many facets? Yeah, many facets to this case. We're yet to see to the heart of it, if you ask me.
By the way, the building to the far left is the Garadeb household. You can see 3 floors.
There's really only one room in each floor?
Yes.
Man, that's a pathetically small home.
That's my feeling anyway. I can't help wondering about the results of the analysis. Into Mr. Natsume's tea, you mean? Yes. Will they have found strychnine?
Strychnine.
In it or not? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
Well, I fear that either way, it will be hard to escape the grip of our friend, Mr. Reaper.
Oh dear. Yes, Baroque Fancy.
But I wish you every success, of course. And there I was late to rise this morning. Tomorrow will be a new dawn. I intend to spring from my bed at a crisp hour to attend the trial.
Are you really, or are you gonna miss it again? Even though I do appreciate the compliment. But I know you're gonna sleep. Mr. Holmes, you're going to come?
Indeed. Whatever happens, I shall be there. Assuming my eyelids cooperate in the morning.
Well, I think we've done all we can. All that's left is to remain focused and keep fighting for Mr. Natsume's cause until the very end. London, the world's most prosperous city, home to some 6 million people. But away from the razzle-dazzle, down back alleys, and behind bricked-up windows, the lonely lurk. Seki-san had battled long and hard with loneliness during his many months here. Though I felt honor-bound to battle equally hard for my compatriot, to lift the curse that gripped him. Mr. Holmes said, tomorrow would be a new dawn. For all of us.
Us.
Yay!
Yeah.
We did it!
The big kid done.
And now we keep no, I'm kidding. We're done with it.
SqueakX_X.
What?
No, truly the biggest death. The mouse. Mouse that died.
Oh no.
Thank you, UA.
You're welcome.
Anyways,
No.
that is all the time we have for today because I'm pretty sure that all of us are tired.
Uh-huh.
No, I was a bit shocked that we managed to cover the basically most of the day one trial and the entire day two investigation here in one stream. But I'll let you know now that the next case is the longest single case in this series.
Let's go. We'll do it all in one stream. But anyways, so we will do that next week. Same time, same place. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody has anything else to say or no?
Nah.
Okay. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. You should definitely subscribe to all the people at the bottom left corner. Subscribe, follow them. You have to do that. That's the rules. You better have done that. So, yep. I'll be streaming tomorrow. There's probably like no one here, but I'm gonna say it anyway because that's my thing. Ha! I have a thing, guys.
Oh my god.
I know, it's shocking. So tomorrow, Genshin Saturday, 3 p.m. EST. At least I hope. We'll see. Otherwise, crazy YouTube stuff. Yeah. So, until the next video or stream, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.